just stopped to watch.
All right, and we are live. Thank you, Nadine. Welcome to those of you who watch live streams.
What about the people who don't watch live streams? You're just going to be biased or what?
Yeah, I don't really feel like welcoming them. They can stay, but they're not going to be welcome.
So they're welcome to stay, but they won't be told that they are.
They won't feel welcome.
Okay. It's like, imagine you go to a restaurant and then they just don't say welcome. Like they're just like,
oh, you're here?
How do you even get to the next part of that? Like,
I mean,
go sit over there.
Yeah, it's like, just go find a table.
Yeah, go find a table.
It's Tuesday. We got BTE, Big Tuesday energy in here.
Big time rush?
Big time rush. Just on time for live stream. We matched today, Brian, but you're missing a green beanie.
Yeah. I didn't realize that this was the thumbnail thing today.
Yep.
Jeez.
That's how you drive up engagement.
Is that how you do it?
Yep. Or I guess I could just do that AI meme cable as the thumbnail for everything. It worked.
That's true.
Still on the hunt for a car?
Yeah, I'm just looking for cars.
Anything good?
Honestly, I'm just kind of like really fascinated with Facebook Marketplace lately.
It's an interesting world.
You know? So I've been going through here. Not only this, but I'd be looking at pergolas.
Yeah, I remember we looked at pergolas
last time. Look at the pergola market. Like, it is much larger than you think. Like, this guy in Riverside has 3 of them ready to go.
I mean...
7. Oh, no, he has way more.
Yeah, he's stocked up.
700, so then I'm going to be like, I'll give you half. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, hey.
You just lowballing people all day?
You be like, hey, I'll do for 300. So then we'll see if he responds to me. Talking to a guy with a Corvette, another guy with a Mercedes. No, actually 2 Corvette guys.
Yep. All right, guys, so you heard it here first. Brian's going to lowball everybody, but if you come on here and lowball him with your batteries, he's going to be mad.
Look
no,
at this
just
one.
kidding. We're going to give you guys the hookup. That's what this is all about. That's a nice pergola.
All right, and then you get some solar panels, and then you put a little battery here, and then you can start to put like an electric stove here. You can maybe put like a fridge here. You can't tell me that doesn't look like... Chris, I'm going to send you this. I want you to Photoshop the background into like some kind of like Cancun resort thing. And then you'll see what I'm talking about.
No, I see the vision.
You see
I see
the vision.
I definitely see it. I would enjoy that very much if I had one of those.
Look, that thing...
You know I'd be sitting out there in the late hours of the night.
This is what I want in my
pondering.
house. Because they're going to be like, you need building permits to build a house. Like, it's not a house. It's a pergola. The fact that it has power is beyond me. You know?
It's beyond me. It just somehow has solar panels.
The fact
on
that
it.
I have a 2.2 kilowatt solar array with a G4.
A Walrus. What? You got a problem with my Walrus G4 23 kilowatt hour ESS battery?
In my pergola?
In my solar pergola?
And they're going to be like, well, I guess I don't.
Exactly. That's how you win.
Ornamental pergola?
All right. So for anybody just joining us, welcome. My name's Nick. This is Brian. We're streaming to you live from Pergola Central, a.k.a. BatteryEVO, here in Los Angeles. That one's fire.
You can't tell me that's not sick.
No, that one's good. That's nice. Ask us anything. We're here to answer all your BatteryEVO questions, whether you're brand new to the off-grid journey, you're looking for a way to get started, or if you already have panels and you're looking for the right capacity for your home. Let us know. We'll help you figure it out. We got exclusive live stream discounts while we're streaming and only while we're streaming. Numbers right there at the bottom of your screen, 747-282-0538. Give us a text. We'll get it right here in this room, and we will hook you up with exclusive discounts lower than anything you see online. That's lower than all of our web prices, all of our sales prices, everything, all products in the store. Live stream is a secret way to get the best BatteryEVO deal. Okay. All the sales team hate us.
Check out this one. This one, they put a little like wood fire little thing there, right? So it's like you could just install an electric stove, like electric barbecue set. So you go electric barbecue grill. right? Look at, those are all electric. Look at this guy. So now you get one of those, you throw it in, onto this.
Oh yeah, now we're talking.
You know, you throw the wire to the back, connected to the G4, and then you get like a little fridge, and then you get like a TV, and then you hook that over here to the corner, get some seats over here.
Oh yeah, get a sports game going.
Get a sports game going, and it's all running off grid on the G4 or the G3.
I mean, to do something like that, you wouldn't even need a G4 or
Yeah,
G3.
you probably do a G3. Well, how small could you get the battery pack? Komodo Mini?
Nah, Komodo Mini would only last a couple hours powering that much stuff. Maybe a Razorback or like a couple Razorbacks hooked up to an inverter.
What would be, so you'd run 12 volt? You would run 12 volt Razorback with 12 volt inverter?
Yep. I mean, that's a way.
That is a way.
I like the way those Razorbacks look.
But you have no MPPT for solar charge.
Well, it depends on what inverter I use.
Which inverter would you use?
We don't have a 12 volt inverter. I'd have to do some research.
You need to get an MPPT.
You know what? See, this is what the consumer goes through too. It's like, this is starting to sound like too much research. I'm just gonna go with a Walrus because it's got it all.
There you go.
That is a beautiful gazebo. Pergola. Are they not the same thing? Are those not synonyms?
I think they're the same, yeah.
Synonym toast crunch. There's a free one. It's pink.
That's what they say, and the next thing you know, it's not free. They're like, no, we'll paint it for free. They did, you know. It's like it's always a trick.
You don't want a pink pergola in your yard?
I don't think I want a pink pergola. I like this kind of style.
Pink pergola is a good like username.
Pink pergola, yeah.
Or like it would be like one of those like automatic Wi-Fi passwords that you get when you first get Spectrum.
I wonder if I could just put this
204.
This is sick.
It's a username for Xbox Live.
I would do this and put my desk in there and like work there. As long as it doesn't get too hot, but like.
Dude, you're a workaholic. You're looking at a picture of a pergola and like lounge chairs and a pool on a patio, and you're like, I need to work.
Yeah, I need to work in that scenario. I have a problem, huh, Nick?
Yeah, it's okay though. I'll relax for you.
All right. This one's very expensive, but we're gonna go in there and then we're gonna haggle.
Gonna lowball.
You know, everybody comes in here and they haggle us, so I think it's only fair that we can haggle everyone else.
It's just the way the world works.
But
5,000 though for that pergola. Get out.
I'm gonna put how much like I didn't see the price.
There you go.
That's a good. You know, they're
How many people do you think do that to us?
A lot.
I mean, we gotta think. You're thinking like a BatteryEVO customer right now.
Yes, a lot. They'll text us and be like, how much? And then we're like, the price is.
Please don't compare us with Wayfair, Amazon, or lightweight products.
Now that's exactly what I'm gonna do. You know? Don't tell me what not to do.
You're like, well, I saw this on Amazon.
Yeah, I mean, go to Wayfair right now and be like, I found this.
You're like, or here's with all the BatteryEVO customers was that you'd be like, I'm just gonna do it DIY.
I'm gonna copy this, hit message, put it in, and then send him the link to the Wayfair product.
Hey, do you? I don't think you'll get the deal.
I'm gonna get a deal.
Ask him when his live stream is.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Like, are you doing YouTube Live? He said lightweight products. That's. We're gonna take this link.
My name is.
Oh gosh. Okay. Are you ready for this?
What are we doing?
This is a viewer sent in video. You know what? Let me pull it up. I'll put it up behind us.
Yeah, put it behind us. A viewer sent this to us?
Live stream. Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy. Are you the viewer, Andy? Why are you like? Why do you do that?
Do what?
You're like, nah. When I'm like, please?
I wasn't talking.
Oh, so you're not the person on the phone right now?
Haha, no. Shayon.
That's not you?
No, Sean Kingston.
Do we have any viewers yet?
Let me check.
Not even one.
Me and we just found out that the can I say it on stream?
Maybe you can send it in the chat? Oh, yeah, yeah, we gotta tell.
Yeah, where he went to go drop word in the street general.
He keeps forgetting to change those. That's what happened last time, too.
Hello, Manny. Oh, I see Manny's in the chat. What's up? I'm gonna look at the video in a sec. My chat was not refreshing.
Who
so,
sent the video? Have you seen the video?
No,
That's
I,
good.
I haven't watched it yet. It's Manny, though. He's in the chat.
Manny sent the video?
Yep. It's a Manny moment.
Whoa.
Let me just relog into my stuff here.
Manny's almost in Rooster Bear status.
He might usurp Rooster Bear if
Oh.
Rooster Bear's not careful.
I hope Rooster Bear doesn't hear you say that. Should I get him on the phone?
Hello, is this Rooster Bear?
Rooster Bear.
If I was like Rooster Bear's social media manager, I would make a like intro logo that's like combines a cock-a-doodle-doo sound with like a bear roar at the end, so it'd be like cock-a-doodle. You know what I mean?
I think we should like take like. Can we ask him like if he'll let us do that?
If I have time, dude.
Come on, we'll just AI it. Just
AI it.
Just think about how fun it'll be.
This
All right.
took me a while.
Does anybody in the chat use Facebook Marketplace? What is your top best purchases on Facebook Marketplace?
Randy L says, "Hey guys, what's up, Randy? What's up, Manny? Got the boys."
All right, so we'll start to funnel some people in here, and then we can talk about batteries.
I know you guys like a battery or two. Got 7 folks in here. Welcome to the chat, guys. If you're new, my name's Nick. This is Brian. We're streaming to you live from BatteryEVO. Welcome. So we are streaming to you here, ready to answer your questions. Anything BatteryEVO, whether you're just getting started on the off-grid journey or you have some panels and you want to know the best way for you to store that energy, let us know your home. Let us know what you are trying to accomplish, and we will help you get started. Randy is looking for update on from shipping department. Brian, could you screenshot that and send it to those who need to respond to Randy? Because I feel like it is getting to the point where we start these live streams and then I'm just cleaning up customer service messes the whole time. And that is called shade. So guys, we have answers to your questions. Ask us anything. We also have exclusive live stream discounts while we're streaming, only while we're streaming. You just got to text us in. Brian will get your text right here in this room, 747-282-0538. And we will send you a custom quote on any product in the store, lower than our web pricing, lower than our sales pricing. Memorial Day just ended, but we'll still beat those prices. So text us in. If you've been thinking about a specific product, let us know, and we will help you out, get you a good understanding. Manny, give me a second. I'm going to pull up your video, and I'm actually getting a call. Yep. Hello? Yeah, they're watching. Okay, I'll tell them. Guys, the G4 Pluses are here, and we're ready to ship them out.
I was like, hold on, let me check.
Wow, I was not. The crowd goes wild. All right. So G4 Pluses, huh?
Yeah.
Who wants one?
Yeah. Wait, what? Oh, sorry, I'm listening. I'm sorry. I'm not kidding. Alright. Her reaction.
Alright, got the chat pulled back up so you guys can see yourselves. Who's got battery questions? Manny wants to know the difference between the G4 and G4 Plus. So, at its core, it's the same product. The only difference, there's two differences. The only differences are color. So the G4 Plus has a black battery casing and darker gray inverter. So it's got a darker, sleeker look overall. It's like the Walrus went on night mode. The other difference is that there is 1.5 more kilowatts in the inverter. So you have a higher power inverter. That little 1.5 extra will go a long way in helping you handle loads from the AC when it kicks on and stuff like that. From now on, moving forward, all G4s are going to be G4 Pluses. Let me pull up this video. If anybody else is just joining the live stream, welcome. My name is Nick and this is Brian. We're dying to answer your questions. But without your questions, there can be no answers. Michael was waiting for his G4, so traded it in for two G3s and two 24-volt batteries on one pallet, shipping to Hawaii. Cool, glad you got that handled. I know I sent you the customer service number yesterday, so I'm glad that got taken care of. Alright,
Everybody,
so we got
my
Manny's
name
unboxing
is-
video here. Try and sync it up in a way where you can see it, but also we can hear it. Let's see. Alright. So here we have a video of our live stream within our live stream. It's getting crazy. Okay.
Let me check what's going on over here, and then we'll see what's up. You know, some of these questions are super technical, Nick.
What kind of questions are you getting right now?
Well, I'm just saying, like, generally speaking.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Like, people will ask some really hard questions. As much as I like to answer them, it's really hard.
every day it's like taking a test at school.
Somebody will hit you with like, can I use this 240 volt on 30 amp as a level 2 EV charger for my, and it's like, what? You know, like, I didn't even know any of these words a year ago.
Alright, so I'm going to get this going for us.
Alright, so this is Manny.
This is Manny's video. Yep. Manny's
About us?
unboxing video from
About
a
us,
product
for
that
us?
he bought on our stream. So here we go. I'm going to try and start these at the same
Hello,
time.
everybody. My name is
Manny Gomez.
Hold on, let me start that over.
That's funny, actually.
I'm glad you liked that.
That's so funny.
Okay, let me try and get these synced.
Hello, everybody. My name is.
Are you trying to tell me something?
Manny Gomez.
So, this is how it all started. I was watching a BatteryEVO video with Nick and Brian because they do the best deals online during their live feeds that are random.
That we do.
And so, was looking into it for about a week, and then all of a sudden, got a text message that they were doing this video, and came on. It was already running for, I don't know, a few minutes
I love the breakdown of
before
the
I got
experience.
on.
So now we know
And,
what it's like on the other
then,
end.
There we go. You can see where I started commenting.
Battery pack's power will power your home. So you'll have enough battery backup to power your home for a good day or so, depending on how many appliances
He's
you're
getting a
running.
live reaction
If you're
of his
running
own
too many
video.
appliances, you'll drain out the battery
Make sure you
pack
give him
quicker.
good comments.
If you're
This is like a live
in a
about a
blackout
live
and you just
about a
have
live.
the lights on, maybe
Manny,
like
I'm getting
light
another
AC
phone
or
call.
something, you should have plenty of power.
It's
for
Hollywood calling.
multiple hours, maybe 2
You got a
days, 3 days,
gig.
4 days. Just depends on how efficiently you use the battery pack.
You are who you say you are, huh?
What does
Manny,
that
if you
mean?
need something like this, $150 a day for a rental. Yeah, and SDG is pretty. Yeah, they're pretty bad. I know. We had to do the research for the utility companies a long time ago. SDGE is very
Brian.
expensive, and they still have blackouts. So there's a couple things here that the G3, G4 can solve for you, Manny. It's
So here
one, it'll reduce
we're
your
answering
utility bills.
Manny's questions
You can
here.
go completely off grid if you use the solar kit. And then during the blackouts, you won't have to worry about blackouts. You'll always have power. So it's a power outage protection device, and it's a utility reduction device.
So yeah, basically,
Brian was spitting. You were
I like
spitting.
for a new
Yeah.
house in Valley Center, and turns out it's in a buyer zone. So what that means is that they schedule some blackouts when there's say some windy conditions that might take down power lines and cause fires, and so they turn off the power to everybody. Had a few of those blackouts so far and got pretty tired of it. So then that's what started me on the journey of getting a Walrus G4.
So far, so good,
And,
Mike or Manny.
both,
This is good. Sorry, I was
Nick and
reading the
Brian,
other chat. So far,
brought
so
me up
good,
to
Manny.
speed on,
This is great.
what the
I
best
would
bang
say,
for your buck is. Also
maybe
saw a
when you
video
post
by,
this, maybe say something along the lines for the
Minuteman,
title of like
you can look
how
that
I
up,
got the
Minuteman,
lowest
and
price
then
on
look
a
up
BatteryEVO Walrus
and you can see
slash
a great
unboxing, or how I
review
saved money
as
on
far
it.
as
You know, other people
how
might be looking for that
cost-effective
information.
the Walrus products are. Let's see if I ask any more stuff.
If you're considering getting one, and then mostly care about the refrigerator. The refrigerator, if you just have that on, the G4 will run for days, maybe like 10 days straight. If you just have the
You got
refrigerator.
clipped.
'Cause
You
refrigerators
said
go
it.
about like 200
So now
to
it better
300
last him 10
watts of
days.
power.
It'll last. I said
Maybe
like.
500 on the high
No,
end.
it will.
And you can
It'll
have
last.
23,000 watts inside. 7282053 number. Let us know that you're looking to get one of these products, and then you can get a YouTube live pricing. It's the best way to get the best deal. We'll always have a deal.
And that's what I did. I
Facts.
ended up calling or texting that number, and then basically bought it that same day. I guess the promotion is while they have their video running, and maybe
That's
a couple
true.
hours afterwards as they catch up with all the people that text them asking regarding the deal. Let's see. I'll just fast forward. Here I'm asking how to route the solar, and they're answering more questions. I'm asking versus the G4 versus the G3.
First
And
draft.
then they were talking about the Mantis, which looks really nice, but it looks like it's wall mounted. And
Mantis is a nice
why am
product.
I not
It is
taking,
wall mounted.
the G4
Solar
to,
King says
my
Manny's
rental
video is fire.
house that I have in case I ever need it there. But it's,
No, this is great, Manny. Good job.
Not the most portable, but it does.
If
have
you want
wheels and
any
it can,
specific feedback from
with
Battery
the-
Evo's creative director,
with a
that's me.
pallet lift
So,
and a
if you got
and
any
a pickup
any
truck
specific
and take it
questions,
down
let me
to the
know.
other house. So not too much in a ramp. Anyway, so that's basically how it all started. I'll look for another little snippet from this video.
So text us in. That's 747-282-0538. Brian and I will get your text right here in this room. We'll hook you up with an exclusive
Dude,
flow.
I say the same
In the
thing
meantime, ask us your
every single
questions.
time,
Yeah,
over
they're
and
gonna
over
figure
and
us
over
Me,
again.
I'm different.
We want to tell you about the walrus. We want to tell you about the rhino, and so on.
Yeah, but
and
you
so
never
forth.
tell anybody about the sales.
That's true. I think it's like we're living in different timelines, because there was a time where like I had to say it, and then you started saying it, and then you came up with the one where you started saying the thing about the batteries downstairs.
Yeah.
And right then I knew Nick's got it. Going forward, you got you can do it.
Oh, we get the security footage of the walrus getting delivered.
What?
I actually have never seen this before. Like
You guys
how it
seen
gets
this? Oh wait,
delivered.
they can't even wait. Oh,
This
yeah.
is cool. This is cool.
I was like,
So
gonna
this
tell
is
to, like,
this
look
is
over here.
Manny's walrus arriving at his home. Thanks for sharing this, Manny.
Can
Bill
we can
Bratz
we
says,
use this video for our own content?
Manny, do I have your permission to use this video in separate content?
We
Let
can
me
show
know.
how it arrives. We
Yeah,
always
it's
ask,
very cool. Yeah, people
Wisconsin.
ask about this all the time.
Will a G3 be enough for a 1,200 square foot house with 2 people? We use about 1,900 watts daily. Whole house, well, hot heater, oil furnace.
Hello, everyone.
2-ton
This
AC,
will be
3 freezers,
documenting
2 fridges,
my-
3 sleeping fans. Okay, Bill, that's Bill, right? Bill
Yep.
Bratz. That's the perfect way to structure your question, because you gave us plenty of information from the beginning. So using about 1,900 watts daily. I think that the one that's going to be 2-ton AC and the 3 freezers will be the biggest appliances that draw the most amount of power out. Okay, he has daily whole house, well, hot water. The water heater's also electric, right, Bill? So if the water heater's electric, oil furnace. What does that look like? Let me see. Hold on.
I want to say,
Because if it's oil furnace, it runs on the oil, doesn't it? Is that not how that works?
yeah, if it's an electric furnace, that might have a higher
I'm not sure what an oil
higher
furnace is.
draw. I mean, I would say to be safe, you'd want to go with the
I
G4,
would
which is
also
now
say
the
G4.
G4 Plus, because it has a higher surge on the inverter. Bill, while we're live streaming, just so you know, we have the exclusive live stream discounts. So if you do end up wanting to go with any specific product, make sure you text us in. It's 747-282-0538 at the bottom of the screen. Brian will get your text right here in this room, and he'll send you a custom quote.
He is using 1,900 watts daily, so that's 1.9 kilowatts.
1,900
Yeah.
watts.
He's doing 1.9 kW daily.
That's not that much.
seems like a little
Are you
bit.
sure it's not 19,000 watts?
Maybe he's doing 19 kW daily.
I'm thinking it's probably 19 kilowatt hours daily. In which case, the Walrus G4 is
Will
plenty.
cover you for the
Yeah.
day and more.
And then you'll just want to recharge either at night using grid or during the day with your solar.
Yeah.
But I would say G4 will be good for your situation. And Brian's right. The way you phrase that question is perfect. Because those are the kind of questions we end up asking. Like when somebody says, "Can I get a G3?" I'll be like, "What's your square footage? What appliances? You know, how long?" So, great question. Thank you for the question. We'll bring the sound of Manny's
This will
video
be
back
installed
over here.
somewhere,
If you have any other questions, let us know.
and it'll give power to.
So this is
the
Manny's
sub-panel, and
full
that
experience
will
here of how he unboxed it and got it
power
all
these
situated. This is a great video,
and
Manny.
possibly more to get added. These have all the lights within the house, but we'll probably
With
put
the
some
golf
other
cart
circuits
battery,
there.
does it replace the charger too, or do I need to buy other components? So Prominence, you can get. Does it just come with the charger? Our golf cart batteries? Do they have the charger included?
The 72 volt charger is not in the 110 volt. Like wall charger is not included with the G4s, G2s. You got to buy those.
Oh no, he's asking about the golf cart batteries.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Yes, if you get a kit, yes. If you buy it in the kit, you get the charger, the bus bar, and all the cables to wire it all up.
Yeah, and you'd want to get a kit anyway, usually, because you're usually gonna need more than one. and that's just the best pricing. You know, you get a little off when you get multiple in the kit. Again, text us in 747-282-0538. Brian will get your text in this room, and we will hook you up with that custom live stream discount that's only available while we're live. Be sure to take advantage of it. It's cheaper than our online pricing. It's cheaper than our sales pricing. Memorial Day just ended. So yeah, here you can see Manny going to town unboxing that walrus. This is cool to see, honestly. Very cool, Manny. Thank you. You know, I've done unboxing stuff here in the lab, but it's a little different seeing it out in the real world.
This is true. If we can post this stuff, maybe we should send them out a gift card.
Yeah, we'll send you a gift card, Manny.
So we'll do a quick walk around again. This is the Walrus inverter.
Michael says, what about
G4?
the 24 volt batteries? What
12
about
kilowatt?
the 24 volt batteries?
What about them?
The charger?
Here is possibly some cables. It should, I think, include two NEMA cables, both for plugging it and giving power to the house, as well as taking power from the house.
Dude,
Here's a
Manny's
slight
goat.
hole, but you can see that it is wrapped in foam, so no damage. Even though there was holes on this cardboard, but
It's like they were a
I think
little
there
rough
were
with it
any
during
holes on
shipping.
the
I'm gonna call a
plastic.
customer and see if they pick up. If they
Wrapping.
pick up, we'll hook them up on a King Kong 2.
But there you go.
Okay.
Hey, let's
And
see
here's
if
the
they
do it.
actual
Go for it.
Walrus G4. Okay, I'll be right back after a call with BatteryEVO. I think they have a tutorial session online right now.
Come on.
Michael
Pick
wants
up
to
the
know
phone, I will
if the
give you a
charger
deal.
comes with the 24 volt batteries.
Oh, wait, what
if you
am-
get a kit,
Yeah.
That's
Depends on the item. I
the
have to
Eagles.
And I'm back.
Okay. 24 volt battery.
Printed out
If
the
you got the
manual,
Eagles,
old school.
comes with it.
I guess I could have just downloaded onto a tablet, but just so you know, there is a manual online at the BatteryEVO website. And here
They
are the
should have
names of those
shipped you a
cables I can
manual.
remember. It's a NEMA 1450R, and that's what I'll plug into the wall to power up the batteries. And
You should
then
go on YouTube, huh? Oh, it's
on
on
the other
YouTube?
side, or on
It's
the flip
he hasn't
side,
made it public
you
yet.
would,
He wanted our feedback
use
first.
these other either SS250s or F1430s to power the house.
Very nice. That manual was made by
So
the
we're
lovely
gonna look at
Sardar.
the generator inlet right there. And this is where one of those big fat cables is going to go.
Manny says, put the link
And
in
that's
the
how
chat.
that'll go.
Put the link in the chat. For which one? I'm sorry.
Now, something that's missing
What happened to our moderators? You know we used to have
actual
moderators?
manual
This show used to be
is,
professional.
I guess
I don't know what
this
happened.
step where you have to plug it in and connect the top section to the bottom section electrically. So that's what I'll do now. Let's
Manny,
see,
we'll give you
flip this
we'll give you a
around.
gift card though.
And this is not the correct side.
Email.
But
Who should Manny email for that gift card?
The team over there should give it out. Tell them to make a review on Google.
You
can put a review on the Google,
locking,
Google Maps.
Mm-hmm.
it has wheel
That'll
locks.
qualify them for sure.
I'll do that now.
Ferocious team has to do it.
There we go.
Have them do the Google
That'll
review.
prevent the walrus from trying to escape again. So here we'll put that. Oh, I also downloaded the app from the Google Play
Got that
Store.
app.
And here is the That's nice and tight.
If anybody's just joining the chat, welcome. My name's Nick, and this is Brian. We're streaming to you live from BatteryEVO. We're watching back a viewer-submitted video right now, unboxing the Walrus by Manny Gomez. Great job so far. If anybody's just joining, feel free to ask us any questions. We're here to answer all your BatteryEVO questions, whether you're at the very beginning of your off-grid journey or you've been doing this for a while and looking for some input. Let us know. We've got exclusive live stream discounts just for you, only while we're live streaming, viewers only. So be sure to text us in and get that. In the meantime, we're going to keep reacting to Manny's video.
I had to actually go to the website, and there were some G3 videos created by BatteryEVO that said that these things have to be connected. It wasn't G4 specific, but it was for basically walruses. And that they,
those walruses all kind of work the same.
Walrus branded.
A walrus is a walrus. You know what I mean?
And here we can see what that looks like. Now something else is, I think the G3 also came with a network cable to connect the top part to the bottom part for communications. I didn't see that in our packing, so I don't get one of those cables. I'm not sure if it's necessary for the G4 or not.
Yeah, the G4 doesn't need that cable.
Let's find out.
So it doesn't have one. G3 does.
And here it is. And that's for something else. I think that's for connecting additional batteries.
Yeah, that port down there is for your extension battery.
This is for connecting the top to the bottom. Now there isn't
For
another
Atlas stuff, but
Nice.
RJ45 or RS45 jack anywhere else, so I guess it's not necessary to connect the
so it means we can do
communications
something
cables.
the way I did this
Now
one.
let's
I
see
can
how-
replicate over here now.
Oh, nice.
This is like a backward strategy.
To there.
Fire.
It looks like it just slides in. So I was actually able to connect the two once I unscrewed this from the bottom of the base unit. I was able to give it that inch that it needed to be able to connect.
This is a great video, man. This can be very helpful for other people who get walruses.
And I just heard a click. Freaked me out for half a second, but it is now on. It looks like. Let's see what we have here. Let me give it a little swivel. Oh. Let me see which one. I think that unlocks it. Good. And here we go. Let's lock those wheels again. That's locked. That's maybe locked. Let's see. Get those locks where I can see them. There we go. That's locked. That's locked. Okay, so this isn't going anywhere. Let's see, can you guys see that? I'm going to turn it on for the first time.
Let's see that animation. There it is.
Nice. I really like that little animation it had.
Thank you,
Let's see
Manny.
if I can,
I made
lower the
that.
camera.
I
the
made
screen some
that. Give me my props.
There we go. And let's turn it off again. I heard a click. And there's the off. So the screen went on and off, and this time I want you guys to view the really cool animation. And there you go. Now, as I said, I had to look online for that piece of information.
Michael wants to know what is the best voltage and amps for charging the G3 from solar only performance.
I don't know if I would rate it that way. The best way to charge the G4, G3 or G4?
G3.
G3. Hang on, the question's kind of loaded. What's the best voltage and amps for charging the G3 from solar-only performance? So it's going to be based on the kilowatts. It's more based on the kilowatts of the solar system. Okay, so the G3 can accept up to 6,000 watts of solar.
And that'll make the
You can the G3 can take up to 6,000 watts worth of solar, right? Now I would not overload it because it's just going to create more deep life cycles. So that's why we have the kit online, the one that's the 4.4 kilowatt, the 8 panels basically. The 8 panel kit that we sell on the website is probably the most efficient way to do it. If you don't create too many deep life cycles because you're not basically overloading it on the inverter side. And then with the 4.4 kilowatts worth of solar, it would take you about 5 hours to charge it if you were at 0. But most of the time, you don't really charge from 0. I think Michael's been in the chat a few times, huh?
Michael is our friend from Hawaii.
Oh, right. Yeah. So you're going based off of the solar array. The solar array that you're creating. You're not going based off the amperage or the voltage. You just want to make sure you do not exceed 230 volts on the PV inputs. It will not accept it over that number. But there's not like a more or less efficient way to do it with the amperage or the voltage. It's the kilowatt array, the solar array.
Facts.
it is
Kind of got
on
lost
this
in the sauce over here on the computer.
touchscreen.
So it goes.
To adjust that.
I think Manny's just doing a good job with this.
I guess the
Manny's
next
video is
step
great.
is to
Manny, I don't really have
install
much feedback, to be
the
honest.
app. So
creatively
I've
direct
downloaded
them,
it
dude.
and
Like that's like literally what you do.
This is my thing.
I'll come back
You're
later.
not gonna do the one thing you do.
Hey everyone, so this is our first test of the
Am I gonna do the thing? I mean, honestly,
battery generator, and I brought
No.
it down.
I like it. It's not my place to really, you know, tear this apart and have him re-edit it or anything. I like what he did. It's natural. It's real.
6600. Oh, here we go. And it's 84 volts and a state of charge of 52.
Man, if you have any specific
brought it
any
halfway
specific
down.
questions or
That was
areas
over
where you're
20
looking for feedback,
no,
let me know and
12
I'm happy to
hours
help.
Of whole house, using whole house fan, washer machine, basically living life normally with the grid power shut down. We installed it into that generator inlet. We got
How long did it take
installed
you for your
yesterday
install?
and are now using it. This is all plugged in. Here is the out, and it goes to the generator inlet that goes to the panel and powers our basically pretty much everything in the house. What we didn't have powered by the Walrus G4 is the HVAC or air conditioning unit, only because I don't have a slow or soft start for it yet. Once I get a soft start, then I will give that a go. Anyway, I hope this helps. So far, the BatteryEVO Walrus G4 is working as described, and I am very, very happy with it.
Love that.
Bye. Hello everybody, here I am recording the app. Let me get out real fast so you guys can see
Manny,
it
when
start
you
up. I click on the BatteryEVO
when
app,
you publish this video,
and then it always asks to bind
make sure
the
you
phone
set yourself
by
up with an
email.
affiliate
I've
link
never been able
on the
to get the
website.
bind
That
phone
way, when
to
people who
work,
watch your
it
video, if they click
basically
in the
lets you,
description to go buy one,
enter
you'll
your
get a
phone
little
number and it's supposed
little
to
money
text
back.
you back something. I have bound or binded the email quite a few times, and that's just to get it working at least once or the first time. But I think there's a bug in this app because it says it is detected that your account has not been bound to a mobile phone number or /email, but it has, or otherwise I don't think I've been able to get it.
Have you talked to customer
going
service
this
about
far.
the app
But as you can
issue?
see, I did the Bluetooth and Wi-Fi setup
If
for
not,
the
we
app.
can get that
The
fixed for you.
instructions are also in that
Not
PDF
get you
manual you
fixed.
can download from the BatteryEVO website. And here you can see that my whole house is currently running off the Walrus G4. It is running with 244 volt output. Has an 11% load, probably because either the washer or dryer is on right now for a close.
Helix Media 360 says, how long will the G4 power a 4-ton HVAC?
You gotta figure out what the kilowatt hour consumption is. No, sorry, the kilowatt consumption of that product is. If you could tell us how much energy the 4-ton AC is drawing, it would
Want to
get
just
us,
grab an average
Yeah, I got
for
you.
4-ton HVACs?
4-ton AC. Do you know what brand does he have? Let's see if we can figure out like exactly what he
Yeah,
has.
if we have your brand Helix, then we can get really specific. But in the meantime, I'll just base off of the average. So give me a moment
Yeah, I'm
here.
just gonna go 4-ton AC unit, wattage. Alright, so look. A 4-ton AC unit typically consumes between 3,000 to 4,000 watts when running and 12,000 to 15,000 watts during startup. The exact wattage depends on factors like the unit's efficiency rating and whether it's a single stage or multi-stage system. So based on this, it's consuming 3,000 to 4,000 watts while it's in use, but 12,000 to 15,000 watts on startup. So do you know what this means, Nick? Do you know what you have to account for in this situation?
You gotta account for that surge when you start it up.
Yeah,
With
so-
a soft starter.
So the surge can do 12,000 to 15,000 watts. So how strong should your inverter be to handle this?
Oh, hold on. We got the exact. He's got a Lennox ML1 4XC. Man, he's got the code number and everything.
I got you.
Copy that into the into the Google there.
I got it.
Let's see what we're working.
All right. So
with here.
what do you got to count for though on that startup? If it says on average 12,000 to 15,000 watts on startup, what do you need to?
You want to make sure that you have a 15K inverter to handle that full kick on.
Yeah. And what if you can't afford it? What if you can't afford the
Then you
bigger
need
inverter?
that soft start.
Then you can do a soft starter. Yeah.
It'll
So
help mitigate that. So we're looking at the specs on your exact AC unit right now, Helix.
you can say. Oh, maybe in the docks. Oh. I don't want this.
Behind us, you can see more of Manny's video going into how it looks when he was using the app, monitoring his power usage.
Okay, that's it. I'm gonna look around. But yeah, so now if you're starting up at 15,000 watts, you gotta have an inverter that's gonna be able to handle that. So you want at least a 15 kilowatt inverter. You could get away with a 12 kilowatt inverter if you average around there, but you always want to install a soft starter on your central AC system. Maybe I should just search watts.
That's good. That's good. Manny says video's too large for Google Maps, so I put the link there. You guys have permission to do anything with the video. Thanks, Manny. I appreciate it. I definitely will use this video. And thank you so much for the review and everything. We'll make sure to grab. Could you make sure to actually just let Fred know to send Manny from the review one of those gift cards? And yeah, definitely we'll be using that video. Loved to see your experience there. Really cool to see it actually get dropped off at your house like that.
This supposedly says 310 watts, but I don't think that's the actual. I don't think
Per second, maybe?
14XC. Yeah, it seems like it's the same one. Seems very low. If it's really this much, then yeah, it'll run for a long time.
Great job on the video, Manny. Feel free to just publish it. I don't have any changes to request. So feel free to get that published. And yeah, if you want any suggestions for title, description, stuff like that, I'm happy to help. But great job. I love to see it. Thanks for sharing that with us. That was nice.
This thing says 300, but I don't know.
I want to go off of the average. I mean, to be honest, I would say any HVAC you're going to want at least a 15K inverter. So Walrus G4 would be your best pick. Walrus G4, all Walruses right now, G4s moving forward are going to be the G4 Plus, which has our highest inverter capacity on a Walrus to date. So it's designed to be able to handle that HVAC kicking on no problem, and it'll last all day.
My question would also be to Helix, how much power is he trying to back up? Because maybe he can wait for the new Pacific Pro inverter, which I think will be even stronger.
Yeah, Helix.
And more kilowatt hour capacity.
If you're looking for just the AC,
for him
that
and all
might
his
be
buddies.
different than if you're looking for whole home.
Like if you're going to invite your buddies over to your house, Nick, just be honest with yourself. When you bring your buddies over, do you want to make sure you have the strongest Walrus Pacific inverter in your home installed?
Oh, I gotta show off, yeah.
Gotta make sure your 410 AC
What
is
am I
fully
gonna
running.
embarrass myself and just show them my regular Walrus? That's not what I meant. No problem with using our footage. No problem at all. Thanks for checking with us. Thanks again, Manny. If anybody's just joining us, my name's Nick. This is Brian. We're streaming to you live from BatteryEVO. Brian's hard at work answering your guys' text messages. Helix says, I'm looking for more whole home solution, but mostly concerned with running HVAC and that will suck it dry. So, yeah, HVAC is typically your biggest, gonna typically be your biggest power draw for sure. You're right about that. The Walrus G4 is a great pick. Can you do an extension on the G4? Can you put an extension battery on there?
On the G4, yeah.
Okay, so I would say, Helix, that if you want total security, that you're going to be able to run without interruption on the whole home plus HVAC, I would recommend getting that Walrus G4, but also throwing on a Walrus G4 extension battery. That'll double up your capacity from 23 kilowatt hours to 46, which is more than enough to run your home and HVAC all day, no interruption. That's what I would recommend. Again, you can text us in if you want a custom quote on that. That's how you get the lower price. Only while we're live streaming. When the stream ends, we can't give you that price anymore. It'll be lower than website, lower than the Memorial Day sale we just had. As we always say, BatteryEVO live stream is the secret way to get the lowest price on any of our products in the store. So if you're looking to get that G4 Plus extension, be sure to text us in. I think that's going to be your solution right now. Alternatively, you could look into getting a Rhino, which is a 40 kilowatt hour battery, the Rhino 4, but it's a standalone system, so you'd have to get an inverter for it as well. Whereas the Walrus would be all-in-one, has the inverter built in, and you just want to get the extension battery to get up there. Manny says, G4 ran my HVAC for hours while testing. Still think I should get a soft start, but notice no problems. Thanks for sharing that, Manny. Yeah, that helps. I would say I would recommend getting a soft start no matter what battery you have, because limiting the load on that inverter is still helpful. Even if it's not like at capacity, it's still good to limit the amount of draw on it at a time, just for the longevity of your inverter. But yeah, Helix, let us know. Feel free to text us in. If anybody else is just joining the chat, welcome. Ask us anything. We are here to answer your BatteryEVO questions. So whether you're brand new to the off-grid journey or you already have panels and you don't know how to store that energy, let us know. We'll help you out. Helps to know things like your square footage on your house, what appliances you want to take off, if it's whole home, just some, how long you want to be off grid at a time.
How long do you want to go?
How long do you want to go?
I think that's the most important question.
Yeah. Helix says, awesome, thank you for the help. No problem, Helix. We'll keep an eye out if you text us in for that discount. If not, you can always, and if you still want the discount price later, keep an eye out for our streams, because when we live stream is when we give out the lowest prices. Our sales team hates us because we give out better deals than them. Michael said, yeah, I complained that the BatteryEVO app wasn't working for me either. I've seen a few complaints come in about the app, and believe you me, I have passed those complaints along. So good to know that you guys are, well, it's not good to know that you're experiencing it. I wish you weren't, but it's good information for me to have so that I can let them know again. For those of you just joining, my name is Nick. I'm the CEO of BatteryEVO, and this is Brian, the CEO Junior of BatteryEVO.
That is not true. Wait, what did you say?
Nothing.
I can get you.
I see Brian's responding to your guys' text right now. Keep him busy. Text us in 747-282-0538. And no, I am not the CEO of BatteryEVO. I don't want anybody thinking that.
You're the creative director.
All I do is just get creative up in here. I just decide how shiny the battery should look in the pictures.
Should we use your actual government title for this position?
What is that?
I don't know. What did you get hired for? Video editor?
I think so, but God, that's, that feels like so long. That feels like a different lifetime at this point.
That's your government title.
My government title, video editor. I mean, technically, I edit videos every day, but
it's not really what you do. It's how you do it, or what?
it's a small part of my life in the grand scheme of everything that I do for our good friend Walson. Andy's been making fun of me because already Andy would make fun of me all the time for the creative director title. And then when I was working on some of the documents related to the production studio, and I had myself listed as I was like brainstorming it out as CCO, which is Chief Creative Officer.
Yeah.
Andy's been roasting me nonstop about that.
That's
I
cool.
pulled it so fast. I'm like, fine, I'll just be creative director. I'm not going to put up with this level of roasting every day. I have to deal with enough.
What, Chief Creative Officer Nick?
Yep.
Reporting for duty.
Michael says, I've got a plan on splitting my solar array into 2 units and planning on dividing my house power use between the 2 units. That's a smart plan. That's cool. So you're going to have multiple sub panels? I could literally fall asleep on this stream right now.
You should just make it a sleeping stream next time.
Or like one of those ones on TikTok where people can like send a gift and it'll wake me up, or like, a siren, or like spill water on me.
Yeah.
That would be good.
You should do that in the warehouse.
That would be fun. I definitely want to spice these live streams up a bit. But not in the Reaper way, not again. Manny says, suggestions for the app. 1, settable notifications for example, state of charge. 2, open up API so I can link home automation software. That's a great idea. To do a bunch of stuff when status is changed. That's cool. That's a great idea. Yeah, flash living room lights when you're low on battery or something. That'd be cool. Great ideas. I'll pass those along. I'll copy paste your comment to our tech team later. Michael says, I had to carry an inverter charger combo in my luggage when I flew back from the mainland. How heavy was that? And how much did it cost you to get that on the plane? Was that that couldn't have been a carry-on. That had to be your checked luggage. That's heavy though, right? Our inverters are heavy. The inverters that we have here, like, I lifted one out of a box earlier today to take some photos. It's a heavy, heavy rectangular prism. I think I saw Brian texting you back, Helix. Hope we got you hooked up with a deal that you like there. If anybody else has any other questions, let me know. Brian ran off on me. I'm all alone. He had important Vargas duties to handle. Nothing would make me happier than to share the screen with my beloved. Sardar's playing Elden Ring right now.
I might get some new Groms.
New Groms?
New Groms.
Alright. For marketing specifically?
For your department, dude?
Excellent. That's what I like to hear. Let's expand. I mean, we got the Celadon thing going on right now. It's a perfect time.
If anybody wants to produce a commercial, or a short film, or a long film, text the number on the screen.
Yeah. Man, I'm excited about that. We gotta start, not yet, but soon, we gotta start planning how we're gonna advertise for that and all that good stuff. If anybody else has any other questions, let us know.
Manny Gomez, are you a programmer?
Manny had some cool ideas. You read that? About like
Yeah,
having the lights flash when your battery's low and stuff?
Manny said I'm a professional nerd.
Nice. Me too. Michael says, I'm off grid, can do as I like. Yes, your units are heavier. Check on it before I bought from Amazon. My unit was 27 pounds, so I had to throw away clothes at the check-in because it was overweight. Bummer. Yeah, that sucks. I hope you didn't have to throw out anything you were like attached to. Yeah, 27 pounds is a lot lighter than our inverters. It takes two people generally to lift our inverter out of the box when you get a Walrus. I'm sure, Manny, you ran into that. I can't remember if you showed that part of it in your video. The actual taking the inverter out. Did you have to do that with assistance?
How do you feel about chia seeds? This is a legitimate question.
Like chia
Like
seeds?
chia seeds, like the ones you eat.
Oh, yeah. That's cool.
You like them?
Sure.
How often do you eat them?
Not that often. I mean,
I don't think that you like them. Then I would think.
I like what do we got? We got sesame seeds at the house. I like that a little better.
You're talking about flax.
Flax, yeah, flax. That's what I'm thinking of. We got flax seeds at the house.
What is? All right. So chia seeds, yay or nay? All right, sick.
If Nadine likes them, then I like them.
You would.
You should get,
I feel like it's a trap.
why?
I just feel like it's a trap.
Pumpkin seeds? How are
Pumpkin
pumpkin
seeds.
seeds a trap?
I was asking about chia seeds, now you're bringing up pumpkin seeds. Something's not adding up. What's the other one? Quinoa? What do you
Quinoa?
do? Quinoa. There you go.
Quinoa's good. I like quinoa.
So quinoa's a yay.
It's very bland but good.
It's contains all. It's like a complete protein, so it has all the amino acids.
It's a super food. Jody says, "Do y'all know anything about vanadium redox flow batteries?" No. Do you want to look them up?
I got it.
I don't know anything about them.
Jody, what do you know about these batteries? Maybe we should just flip the script a little bit. Alright, I'm looking it up.
Bold.
Vanadium. Okay, so this is the AI overview. Vanadium redox flow batteries (VRFBs) are a type of electrochemical energy storage system that uses circulating electrolyte solution containing vanadium ions in different oxidation states to store and deliver electrical energy. You know I passed grammar, bro. Unlike traditional batteries, VRFBs store energy in separate tanks, allowing for large energy capacity and long discharge times. They are known for their long lifespan, stability, and ability to operate at full depth of discharge.
Interesting.
Okay. So
These are the
it's-
first I've heard of them.
So it's basically saying, so vanadium ions versus lithium ions.
How is vanadium sourced? That's what I'm curious about. Is it something that has to be
It's full of
mined?
leaky. Oh no, I hate this. The moment I saw that text, no. All right, let me look more into it. I don't know too much, but it sounds kind of like it could basically do deep life cycles. Is what it sounds like. Because it could go to full depth of discharge. It has a deep life cycle. It's vanadium ion, so that would be the
It's a metal element.
yeah. Kind of sounds like, what is that thing? Vibranium.
Silvery white metal. Yeah, vibranium from Wakanda.
Yeah, vanadium. It's not even real, huh?
Nah.
Just made that up like last
Oh, you're
week.
talking about the palladium.
All right, so I'm looking some stuff up. So they're supposedly safe, non-flammable energy storage.
Who
vanadium.
sells these? Like, is there a
think this
Walrus
is-
competitor that does these?
I would no.
It
I
looks
don't
like
think
it's
that this is
industrial
a whole
grade.
battery thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, this looks like it's like a big thing.
Yeah, I'm seeing megawatts.
Yeah, so this goes 0.7 to 10 megawatts rated of power. 2 to 40 mega. Oh, so, okay, got it. So you can do 0.7 to 10 megawatts of rated power, and 2 to 40 megawatts of energy storage. 2 to 12 hours of discharge duration. Oh, man, okay, so this is brand new. So I don't know anything about this. Vanadium.
It's interesting. We should look into it. We should ask Walson if he knows anything about it.
We do advertise against it.
You better believe it. Let's see.
Vanadium. No, I don't think there's any vanadium home. Oh, maybe there is.
Residential. Oh, these guys have no money.
Okay, so maybe there's not a product. I think maybe they're just talking about it.
I think they're
Oh,
just
yeah, look,
invest
invest
now.
now.
They're a startup
I'm gonna,
who haven't built anything.
let's do it.
We investing?
Share price 7.12. We just do all we do.
Minimum investment.
We just do what we did to them what we did
$939.
here. We get an equity share.
All right. Brian's investing, guys. Michael says the inverter that he got, the 27-pound one, did an overcharge and blew up 5 freezers. Luckily, easy fixed for cheap parts on the freezers, but a large loss on food, and it took a day to get the system back up.
How did
That
that
sucks,
happen?
Michael. 5 freezers worth of food gone. That's a lot of food. It's also a lot of freezers.
No, I'm sorry.
Where'd you see that?
Food waste really just gets under Andy's skin. Manny says, had my 2 boys help me lift the inverter onto the battery pack. They have a cameo in the video. Oh, that's great. I must have missed it while I was watching back. Michael says, looked into it a while ago. Truck size operation.
How much?
Mm,
how
the-
much you
the-
got on? How much you got in on this vanadium ion investment?
I'm investing my life savings.
How much?
You want to know what my life savings is?
Well, I just want to know how much you want to invest. That's what the question prompts. How much would you like to invest? You can't type life savings. I have to put a digit.
Dude, I'm not trying to invest in no
Come on, vanadium.
vibranium make-believe
I'm doing
science
10,000.
fiction.
You're in for at least half of that.
I stick with things that I know work, like lithium ion.
Well, I'm putting it in here.
All right.
Joint.
Joint. I guess we're doing it. All right, guys. Brian and I are investing. Oh, it was your previous inverter while you were gone. Bummer, Michael. So you got back and just to a bunch of rotted food? I was going to ask, mostly hunted pig. That's cool. I like catching my own food. It's fun. There are a lot of mackerels who wish they never met me. Andy, you were there.
Yeah, I whatever. I'm not but you're welcome.
Ooh, okay. Big Al says, howdy, cousins. How's it going, Big Al? What can I do for you today? I have never hunted a pig.
That's what I'm saying.
I was present for an alligator hunt, though. I was a child.
Now, what's going on the live stream? We got some viewers, not a lot of crazy viewers.
That's why you had to fly back. Michael, that sucks. And that sucks too, you know, missing out on all that pig meat. Pork, if you will.
Pig meat.
Especially because the time effort that you spent to hunt it, the fact that pig died to rot in a freezer. Big Al says, considering replacing my houseboat gas generator and exploring all the possibilities. That is a great thing to consider. So let's see. What would be a good pick for a houseboat? Would it be like a
Houseboat?
Mustang? Yeah.
What do you mean?
You'd want to make sure that.
Got it.
However, whatever you go with, you'd want to make sure. It sounds like it's liveaboard.
I meant a seaworthy thing or like just a houseboat.
Is it a seaworthy vessel, Big Al? Let us know. I want to say Mustang would be enough power. How big is the boat? Like what kind of appliances are you trying to run? If you have any estimates about the wattage use, that would help a lot. I know that other people who've used our products in their boats have went with products like the Mustang or Razorback. They kind of approach it similarly to how you do an RV battery install. And those are our products that we generally recommend for those. But depending on the size of your boat, like if it's like a big, very large live-on vessel, then maybe you'd even want to just treat it the way that you would any other home and go with a Walrus. It really depends. I'd say it's a good idea to ditch the gas generator, though. If you have any other questions, let us know. And if you have extra info, that would help us answer your question. If you are interested in getting a product, you can text us in 747-282-0538. Brian gets all the text messages right here in this room, and he'll offer you a custom quote on any product in the store. Lower than our online pricing, lower than the sales prices like Memorial Day, which just ended. Only while we're live. When the live stream ends, we can't do it anymore.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Like the more we do this live, I just kind of want to do live everything.
Everything live.
Like I want to like go get a haircut live. I want to like be in my car driving.
Just take the phone.
I don't have
you
a
can
car,
do it
but I want to
anytime.
be in my imaginary car driving live.
I was just gonna let that slide too. I wasn't even gonna say anything about you
Okay.
not having a car, and you snitched
Thanks.
on yourself.
Sorry. It's just I have to remember to like live
Grounding
in
yourself,
I have to
yeah.
live in reality. I don't have a
respect
car. My life's not put together.
See, I live in fantasy land where I'm like,
Where I do have a car.
yeah. Okay, so I don't eat pig. Others' food. I have a great 10 kW boat generator that is in a suitcase unit. Nice. That's cool. So you're just hunting the pig for others. That's also cool. What do you eat? Big L says live aboard, seaworthy but stays docked most of the time. Central air / heater unit, fridge, small oven, LED lighting mainly, 51-pound boat.
Whoa.
That's a big. 51 foot, not pound. 51-foot boat. That's a very large boat. Very cool. It's basically like a full home. I'd say I kind of want to recommend a G4. You think I'm tripping?
To get it on that boat?
Yeah.
Let me see. Let me read it.
We're gonna do a little research
Other
here.
pig, others food. Have a 10 kilowatt.
I'm talking. If you look at Big L's comments, that's
Yeah.
At least it is. No.
Hospital vegetables, possible at level board seaworthy, but stays docked most of the time. Central air heater unit, fridge, small oven, LED lighting, mainly 51-foot boat. So there's a central AC unit, so that's going to take up a lot of power. There's a small oven. LED lighting is nothing.
Yeah, LED lighting's not going to draw much.
51-foot boat battery. I mean, a 51-foot boat is pretty big, right?
Yeah, that is big. Did you catch that, Andy? 51-foot boat, seaworthy.
Cool. What about it?
Well, you asked.
Oh, it's just nice. Cool.
Let me look up how big a 51-foot boat is. I mean, relatively speaking, you can put anything in here. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I
Fire
guess it depends. Like,
suppression
what
is
does its
also
housing look like? Like, what's the housing of the boat look like? So you know what you
I'd
could
like
actually
to know
fit in
that
there.
as well. Yeah, if you have ample space
Yeah.
in the like bottom part of the vessel, that would be good.
So he's right now he's running a gas generator. So what's that gas generator plugged into? Are you running that on a generator port?
Yeah,
Like,
how are you hooking that
yeah,
up?
like how are you hooking that up? Because if you're running a gas generator now, the G3, G4 would work as a direct replacement.
I really want to say G3 would be a good fit for you. Are you using that power to like kick on the boat too, or is the operation of the boat separate? Big Al says fire suppression is also important to me. That makes sense. I mean, last thing you want is to catch that boat on fire. So good news, all of our Walrus batteries, all of our batteries in general have built-in fire extinguishers in the inverter in the battery. They are powered by our artificial intelligence BMS, battery management system, which monitors all of the parameters of your unit, temperature, overload, etc. And if there is any sign of fire, if it overheats and is exposed to fire conditions, or if there's even a fire outside of your battery, it'll notice, and those extinguishers will kick on. They almost look a little bit like this, but a little bigger. They're like little pucks, and they just spray out the fire retardant foam. So we have not had issues with fires with our products, but in the rare event that your battery is exposed to a fire, it will put itself out. The generator is built in and wired in. It's an Onan unit. Once removed, there would be plenty of space in the engine room.
Okay, so it's wired in.
Yeah.
So I would think you're running the same generator port that we have.
It sounds to me like a Walrus would be a really good fit.
Because the Walrus, the AC output runs on the 50 amp generator port. So based on that, you might just be able to. Yeah,
30 amp shore power cable is providing dockside power.
Okay, so that's like that same type of amp, but you might just want to upgrade it to 50 amp to take the G4s.
Yeah, the Walruses use 50 amp. You can either upgrade your shore power cable if possible, or you can use an adapter.
Now remember that the G4 is not waterproof or weatherproof, so you got to make sure whatever housing it's in, that housing is
sealed,
secure, sealed, and then when you put the G3, G4 in there, you got to mount it to something because it's got wheels. You don't want it shaking around.
It's a good idea. I mean, you can lock the wheels, but you'd still probably want to make sure it's locked in somewhere.
I would think they should not put the wheels on, like take the wheels off.
That's a good idea.
And then like mount it into the boat so it's not shaking.
Very similar. Was considering a walrus based on what I know so far. Yeah, that's my first impression when you first asked, was to tell you a walrus would be a good fit. But now that I know more, I definitely am thinking walrus is the fit. It sounds like with that space in your engine room, it'll fit. And the G3 and G4, they're pretty small, like smaller than our previous walrus units. They have more storage, but it's more compact, so it should fit in well. Be sure to look at the dimensions on our website, just to be sure, that it fits with your space, but I'd be surprised if it didn't. Randy L., it is huge. Need big tanks for solution, not for homes. Big tanks. If anybody likes big tanks, we sell a product called the Komodo. I know you're talking about a different tank, but just shout out Komodo, the Komodo power tank. Understood. It would be mounted, but the potential for water entry into the compartment via overhead deck hatches is a potential problem. Yeah, you're not going to want water in the unit. That's for sure. There is ventilation on the inverter that is to keep the system cool. And if water were to get in through that ventilation, it could cause issues with your inverter. So I would say, depending on how the water's getting in and where, maybe if you had some sort of protective cover over your walrus, or if you had some sort of additional like shell casing that you were to make around the walrus just to keep the water off of it. I know that's obviously a risk using a device like this in a boat setting, but I'd recommend taking steps to keep it as weatherproof as possible, because you don't want the water getting into that into the ventilation. With the size of the walrus, though, I think that there's a good likelihood that you can come up with a solid solution to protect it from the elements. If anybody else has any other questions, let us know. Happy to keep helping you out, Big Al. Just let us know if you have any other questions. If anybody's just joining right now, my name is Nick. This is Brian. We are streaming to you live from BatteryEVO. We're in the creative office here in Los Angeles. We're here to answer your questions. We've been helping Big Al out with his home boat, and helping a couple other people out. Big Al says water entry would be relatively light. Rain on the deck seeping is possible, but I can probably fabricate some sort of shield or rain guard. Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well. And as long as it's a light amount of water and you have some kind of covering that separates your unit from it, you should be fine. I'd be more worried if it was a situation where you're getting like a lot of water splashing in, like if you're maybe like using the boat and running at a higher speed and you're kicking a lot of water. If it were to go into the engine room, that would be a concern. But if it's just a little bit during rain, I'd say coming up with a cover would be appropriate. Big Al says you've been very helpful and I appreciate your thoughts. Thank you, appreciate that. Happy to help. Anything else we can do, just let us know, and be sure to text us in, get that custom quote. Because if you do end up wanting to go with that Walrus G4, that'll be your way to get the lowest price on it. Michael said, yes, I would recommend having enough cash to do the whole purchase at one time to get that live stream price. The sales staff will nickel and dime you if anything changes. Hey, I'm not sales staff. I don't defend sales staff. I just know sales staff. But I'm going to tell them that you guys called them nickel and dimers. If anybody has any questions about Battery Evo, we are here to help. How's the viewer numbers looking? Are we still getting a steady stream in here?
It's coming and going.
Okay.
People gotta ask questions though.
Yeah.
Some people are texting too.
Because depending on engagement, I might consider wrapping up a tad earlier than normal, just because I have a million things I still need to do.
Go for it. If you need to go to your desk too, you can just jump in and out if you need to.
For sure.
Just leave it
for
on.
sure.
Sometimes people ask questions, sometimes they don't. They get shy.
Speaking of which, though, if you have just been lurking, if you've been watching the stream but have not interacted with us, you can still get a deal. We don't have to have talked to you in the chat for you to get that live stream deal. You can still text in while we're live. Just tell us that that's where you're coming from, and we will hook you up. I am going to step out for 10 to 15, maybe 20 minutes. I gotta go take new photos of that Walrus G4 Plus.
Okay. What is the most solar panels anyone has hooked up series parallel? Probably us. We have like
We have a ton, yeah.
We have like a 30 panel solar array at the top of our facility, and they all funnel into a few G3s, I think it is. But into a single unit, you're not going to really be able to get more than like 10 at a time. You're going to be able to get more panels if you run them in parallel. So you can set up a bigger system, but regardless, you don't want to go more than 6,000 watts or 8,000 watts on the G4. So it's not that many, I guess. But if you get a couple of different G4s, you can, run a different, you can set up a solar array in combination of series and parallel, wired up to different inverters and different battery packs, and get an overall stronger system. That's how we have it at the other facility. We have I think it's 30 panels the last time I counted them. And it wires into 3 or 4 different G3s. Roll the G4 Plus in for the viewing. I can't do that, Manny. I'm on the second floor. The G4s are on the first floor. And yeah, they're heavy. Just turned into your guys' channels. I'm looking for a portable EV charger that's banging beats production Marcus R. You want a portable EV charger? How do you want? What are you planning on doing? Because we have like the Komodo. The Komodo is a battery tank that already has a built-in level 2 EV charger onto it. You could use it kind of like a valet thing. You could use it like a valet. You could wire it up in your home. The G4 can technically be a portable EV charger. It's just pretty heavy if you really need to take it anywhere. That's what the Komodo's for. Marcus, what are you trying to do with this EV charger if it's portable? Do you have like a business plan for it? Is it for events? What are you trying to do? I think maybe the Komodo could potentially do it for you. Please no RR breaks live. I'm not sure what RR breaks.
I think restroom.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. Did somebody just say please no RR breaks? That's it.
Yeah, please no RR breaks live.
I guess they're saying they don't take any restroom breaks. That's a little hard. I think.
Right? I don't know. What does RR mean, Randy? P. Wiley 101. In-half solar panels from Sunrun. Is this battery unit set to connect and provide whole home battery backup? P. Willie, yes it is. You can connect this to your existing solar system. You just connect it to your main electrical panel. So you can use the Sunrun solar panels to charge the unit and store the energy. And then at nighttime when there's no sun or when there's a power outage, you can use the battery pack's power to power your home through a sub panel. P. Wiley, what state do you live in? What state do you live in? Larry Smith asked, do you have a Walrus Pacific Pro Pacific with 8 solar panels price? Larry Smith, if you want to get pricing, I think Walrus Pro, I think we don't have them right now. Walrus Pacific Pro, they're out of stock. But text the number on the screen, Larry, the 747-282-0538 number, so that we can get you pricing. Text the number on the screen. We will have a new Pacific Pro and new Pacific inverter, which will basically make it like a Pacific Pro. P. Wiley, I have the Solar Edge. Okay, so you already got an inverter. 28 green energy. Okay, got it. So you already have a Solar Edge inverter. That's most likely a 48 volt inverter. If that's the case, you probably just want a 48 volt backup. You could use the Rhino 4 or the King Kong 2. The Rhino 4 has 40 kilowatt hour, and then the King Kong 2 has 62 kilowatt hour. Best bang for your buck would be the King Kong 2. It has the best price per kilowatt hour than any other product on our website right now. So that's going to be a 62 kilowatt battery capacity. This is going to be really good for those long power outages, and you can store a ton of solar into this. That's going to create a really good buffer. That's going to reduce your electricity bill by a lot. Hey Wiley, do you know about the Rhino or the King Kong 2 units? Have you seen them before?
So the cable that comes with it, is it called PV to DC cable?
Yes.
Okay.
Larry Smith, my goal is okay. So Larry Smith, my goal is to lower my electric bill and have emergency backup power. Wife and I are 100% disabled veteran. We want to use the off-peak hour charge at night. Okay, got it. So, you can set up with maybe like a G4. You could set up with a G4 so that you can use it as emergency backup power. I don't think you need a Walrus Pacific Pro if you just want regular backup. The Pro would be like if you had like a lot of appliances that you're running to get that unit. You can get the Walrus G4, and that'll be a good backup power unit. And you can use it during the off-peak hours. So you can charge it nighttime and then let it run during the peak hours. In the past, people have done this. They only charge the unit every other day for 2 to 4 hours, and then they go about 24 to 48 hours without recharging. And they're not charging from zero. They're usually charging from about like 50%. So you could do a G4 Plus. Location, Florida, Hurricane Central. Got it. So Nick is from Florida, so he knows more about the hurricanes. I have a lot of electric use. Larry Smith, what are you using as electric? How much energy are you using a month or daily? P. Wiley is asking, King Kong 2 self-install? Yes. The King Kong 2 has a cable that's basically a Anderson connection on one side and a terminal points on the other side, the positive and negatives, like the way a car battery does. That should wire up directly to your Solar Edge inverter. You just plug those into the red and black terminal points, screw them on so that they're tight, and then that's it. And then it'll work. It'll move the energy in and out of the battery pack all on its own. So there's no need for anything crazy. Rab 2009 is asking about, we're inviting you to this YouTube live, Rab, if you wanted to see it. If you did not want to see it, that's okay. I have a lot of electric use. I want to run all day. Larry Smith, the G4 Plus will probably run you all day. You should find out how much energy you're using a month. It usually says on your electric bill. And also on top of that, if you really needed to, instead of getting a Walrus Pacific Pro and spending more on that, I would recommend a G4 Plus with the off-grid solar kit. The pricing would be the same, but you would have 100% off-grid power no matter what. So that'll completely reduce your electricity bill, and then you won't have to worry too much about hurricane time. Because after the hurricane blows over, when the sun comes back on, even if the grid is out, you'll have power. So Larry, if you can get a chance and look at your utility bill, then that's the way to do it. Rab is asking, did you send out text? Yeah, Rab, we sent out some text to see if you wanted to join this YouTube live. Did you need a battery pack, Rab? Have you seen any of our battery packs in the past? If you were on this text notification, it's probably because you filled out a form on our website at some point. So have you seen our battery packs, and do you need one? Okay, whoa, Larry Smith, you saying you're using 130 kilowatt hour daily? Do you have electric vehicles? What's causing you to use this much power? This seems like a lot of power. If you want to do this, dang, Larry, do you want to use a Komodo? Larry, if you need this much battery capacity, you're gonna have to create a really big buffer. With the King Kong 2, that's half of that usage. What are you using at home that's causing you to use 130 kilowatt hours daily? Just the AC all day long, it's causing you to do 130 kilowatt hours daily? Do you have room to maybe replace this AC for something smaller? Does it need to run this much? This seems like a lot of stuff. This seems like a lot of stuff. Like you're running a lot of energy here. Rob, this is traditional SMS marketing. It's not that crazy. You probably filled out a form at some point. If you don't want to be in the YouTube live, you don't have to be. You can reply stop to opt out. It's pretty simple usage of the system. Rob 2009, what's your job? What do you do? Is the KK2 outdoor rated? No, P. Wiley. The units are not rated for outdoor. They're not IP67 weather rated. If you need to keep them outside, you could get one of those weatherproof sheds like at Lowe's or Home Depot. You could put it in there. And then what they do is that you can basically sometimes they have cutouts on the back, or you can kind of drill a cutout and then run the wires through the cutout, but you don't want the unit to get too much dust or water because they're not outdoor rated. It's preferably that they're inside, but I know sometimes you got to put them outside. Those weatherproof sheds, just make sure that they're one of the ventilated ones, so it doesn't get too hot in there. And then most of the time they have cutouts. If they don't have cutouts, it's pretty easy to drill holes. They cannot find any problem. I even disconnected here an element in my furnace because I thought it may stick on. I'm not sure what that means. They cannot find any problem. I even disconnected the heating element in my furnace because I thought it may stick on. I'm not sure what this is here. They cannot find any problems. I even disconnected the heating element in my furnace because I thought it may stick on. Okay, got it. So maybe, Larry, this seems like a lot of kilowatt hour usage even when using an AC. Usually people don't use that much energy daily unless they have 2 EVs. Usually people have 2 Teslas, and then that gets their usage over 60. If you have one electric vehicle, you usually get over 60. If you have 2, you'll get into the hundreds. That's why it seems kind of concerning to me that you're using 130. You probably have a pretty high electric bill. I don't think that you should be using this much AC, Larry. I mean, this much energy, Larry, unless that you have what size HVAC do you have? Because I thought it may stick on. So maybe you think that maybe you have the furnace on the we turned off each breaker to check no electric vehicle. Wow. Larry, I don't even know. This is an electrical thing, but irregardless, I would say that yes, if you're gonna have this much power, the King Kong 2 is the first start at trying to get the buffer. It does seem like you have a lot of energy being used here. especially without having an electric vehicle. So I would think, I don't even know what we could do to help you there, but you should try to find a way to reduce the usage, because the usage is going to be a lot regardless of the battery pack we give you. Like if I get you a King Kong 2, even if I got you 2 King Kong 2s, if you're using 130 kilowatts daily, that means you're gonna have to charge it and discharge it daily, which at that point you're not really, it's basically like the same thing. So what we want to do most of the time with the battery packs is you want to create a buffer. Let's say that you were using, you want to create a buffer so that you're not constantly charging and constantly discharging. If you're using 130 kilowatt hour daily and then you have a battery pack, you're basically going to use up the whole battery pack and then recharge the whole battery pack and then use up the whole battery pack and then recharge the whole battery pack. So it's almost as if you're just running your whole home the same way you're running it now. So it might not be beneficial. What you want is to create a buffer. Let's say you only use 20 kilowatt hour, but you had 62 kilowatt hour of battery capacity. That means you could run your house off grid for a little over, for like 3 days. And then you would recharge for, let's say, 4 hours, and then you would run off grid again for 3 days. And that's how you create a buffer to lower your bill. But if you have that much kilowatt hour consumption, we got to find a way to offload that energy. You could probably offload half of it off the battery pack, but that's still a ton of energy, Larry. $800 a month in the summertime, dude. He needs to go off-grid solar.
That's really bad.
You need to go off-grid solar.
Yeah.
And we need to figure out what in your home is causing you to have so much electrical usage.
Are you in a really hot area? Is it the AC during? Okay, it could be the AC. Hold on, I'm getting a phone call. Hello? Yeah, this is him. Yes. Okay, so this is yes. All right, this is Rab 2009 called in to complain about the spam texts, but I have been told that we actually are going to start sending double the amount of spam texts only to Rab 2009, and also more in the middle of the night, and we're also taking off the stop to unsubscribe from the end. So Rab is going to get a lot of BatteryEVO texts. All right, thanks, Rab. Have a good day. Ooh, okay, so the electric company has been here 3 times and found no problems. So my assumption, because I'm from Florida, I know how that heat feels. I'm assuming that it's your AC. I'm assuming it's your AC. In which case, yeah, going off grid with a product like the G4 would be a great fit for you. And you can get a soft starter to make the draw a little bit less intense. Welcome to the stream, guys. If anybody is just joining us, my name's Nick. This is Brian. We are here to answer your questions. So, anything BatteryEVO that you want to know, let us know. We'll help you out. If you are looking to go off grid and are just at the very beginning and you want to figure out what you need, let us know things like your square footage, stuff like that. We'll help you get started. Give you our professional recommendations. Larry says AC 2 years old. Yeah, so it's a nice new AC. I'm guessing that's what it has to be. Do you have an electric vehicle, Larry? Are you charging an EV in your home?
AC.
No, I see. He says no electric
2 years
vehicle.
Old carrier. I don't know. The electric one has been here 3 times and found no problems. Larry Smith, are you just running the AC like non-stop?
Someone's siphoning your electricity to build a super lab down the street.
130 kilowatt hour. What's the size of this AC? Did he say? I think he might have said earlier in the chat.
No, he says 2 years old. Let me see if he said it earlier when I was out.
Is anybody in here in the chat like an electrician or something that could potentially help out Larry here? Because this just seems like a ton. It seems like a ton of energy, especially if he doesn't have electric vehicles. That's where it kind of caught me off.
130 kilowatt hours daily.
Yeah, 2 EVs
That's
don't even
so
come close to
much.
half. New York says 100 kilowatt daily is a lot of juice. We have 2 EVs, don't even come close to half that. See what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
NY, like usually when people have those EVs, they get over 60 kilowatt hour. But even with NY saying that he has 2 EVs, he's not using up that much. Just rented out a room out that indoor grow use a lot of electricity, right? So Michael Barnes is true. Indoor grow could use a lot of electricity. 3-ton AC. Oh yeah, 3-ton AC. I thought the heating strip was stuck on. So he's using a 3-ton AC. I don't think that should be using up that much energy either way.
Yeah, I have no idea what's getting him to 130 kilowatt hours a day. That is a ton
Where's
of
the
power
video?
that you're using every
He's
day.
asking the video about the Hawk 2. Is it like...
There is a instructional Hawk 2 video in the works. I think we talked about that at the end of last week, so I did not film it and edit it over the weekend, but it will be out shortly. Fallen Solar King says, did my research and you guys deliver a huge value with the G4 plus 8 solar kit. Yeah, like I'm glad you looked into it. Like I said on the stream before, we sell those panels at wholesale pricing.
Yeah.
So we're not turning any profit on those panels ourselves. That's just to add more value to the Walrus bundle. Brianna says, would like to know when my G3 will arrive. Your customer service team is horrible at getting back to me.
You can
I'm gonna
call this number here.
I'm gonna have a word with the customer service team when this chat is over, because too many of our questions are about customer service stuff. If anybody has any other questions, let us know. We want to help you get started on that off-grid journey. Brianna, what's your order number? If you give us your order number right now, I'll send out a message and get you an answer. Love that there was some beef in the chat while I was gone. I left for 5 minutes and you let the whole chat go into disarray and fighting.
Disarray?
I had to silence
It
Rab.
was in array. It was fine.
Larry's no EV. Brianna says order number 10510. 10510. It's a good one.
Let's send it in the chat.
Yeah, I'll send it. We're sending out a message now to check on your order status, Brianna. Thank you for your patience. Man, Larry, I wish I could help you get to that. Do you have a pool? Are you heating your pool all day, every day?
That's true too. That could get you up there.
I'm trying to think of anything that could be doing it.
I sent it over there. Let's see what they get back to us.
Brianna says thank you.
Definitely has
problem,
no
Brianna.
EV.
We'll give you an update as soon as we
Larry,
can.
we're gonna have to figure this out. Let's just rifle off. Go to your electrical panel and just take a picture. I don't know how we get up. Maybe take a picture of your electrical panel and send it to us in the chat. Like text it to us, and then I don't know.
Yeah, disarray is just the way it goes. You know, I shouldn't have muted him. I should have just let him keep going.
I thought it was okay for a little bit, you know.
He was throwing out too many D bags and stuff like that. I was like, this isn't family friendly anymore.
I guess that's true.
Think about all the kids watching.
Think about all the children watching, like Manny Gomez and Big Al.
What Manny might have his boys on the line. Okay.
Maybe another call.
Yeah.
You picked up the phone.
This is Nick. Guys, summer savings are calling, and they said they're ready for you. How do I email you or link to you later? Larry, I'll drop you my email address. This is my work email. Email me, folks. Let's make a personal connection. BatteryEVO is the only place where you can get an off-grid solar battery and a new best friend.
I know, seriously, we're pretty good friends to everybody else. All right, look, now in my hunt in Facebook Marketplace, recap,
Okay.
I now found these outdoor showers.
Oh, that's fire.
Look how cool this looks.
Do you have a pool?
I don't have a pool.
I mean, that still looks really cool,
I'm
though.
gonna build you a koi pond.
That would be heat.
The first one's free.
The first koi pond's free.
The first koi pond is free. Then, all right, well then I'll just build the biggest koi pond I can build.
Fire.
Divvy it up later.
Stepped out to run the house for free with G4 during peak hours, turning off grid. Hell yeah, Manny. Manny's making the most of that G4. Love to see it.
Manny's making the most of this YouTube live.
Manny is, honestly,
Oh man.
I'm not going to say it. Manny might be the new Rooster Bear.
We haven't seen Rooster Bear in a minute.
Yeah,
That's
Rooster Bear fell off.
Don't be rude. Don't be
Hey, little
mad.
lady.
Rooster Bear's still Rooster Bear.
I mean, I'm trying to get a patchwork tattoo arm, so like a bunch of like small tattoos. There's a part of me that wants to get a little rooster bear, like a rooster with like a bear head or something.
We need to see if
just
Rooster Bear
'cause
jumps back in here.
it'd be
Yeah,
fun.
Rooster Bear has not been back. He was here in the last one, I think, or the two before. If Rooster Bear jumps in this live chat, like before it ends, will you get that tap?
I'll get a stick and poke right when I get home.
All right, well, to throw it out to the ether. Maybe he'll join. He does every now and then, anyways.
Okay, but yeah, Larry, do you have a pool heater on all day? Also, have you tried just like turning off parts of your house like a day at a time, and then looking back and seeing like maybe which fuses you turned off that correlated with lower prices? God, that sounds like a lot of work though. Could we get a estimate on when the shipping will go out?
I don't know what the unit is.
Yeah.
I think I'm guessing it's a walrus. Walruses are the ones that have been waiting for shipping. Does the G3 qualify for the full 30% federal tax credit? Other sites are promoting that, and I think you guys should too. Yes, you can get the federal solar tax credit with our off-grid solar batteries. We have a few mentions of it on our site. I think we used to push it a bit more. We should bring it back there, right? But yes, you can get that federal tax credit with our batteries. And thanks for bringing that up. If anybody is listening who has one of our batteries, make sure that you take advantage of that federal tax credit on your next tax season. Brianna says, we're excited to use the G3 for our coffee trailer. It just has to arrive. We have an event this weekend I was hoping to have it for. I don't know the current status. Fingers crossed. We're trying to get an answer on the shipping right now. Very cool that you have a coffee trailer. Love that you're using it for that. I want some coffee. If anybody else has any other questions, let us know. We are happy to help you out.
Keep asking questions in the chat.
Don't be shy.
Oh, actually, this might not be in here. This might not be our stuff. I think maybe Brianna might have their own rep. They might have to reach out to their rep.
Brianna, who did you buy from? Did you buy from Lisa? Hey Lisa, it's Brianna. Just kidding, this phone isn't plugged into anything.
And why still says thanks.
And
Cool.
why? Do you live in New York? Or is that just your initials? Or is it something completely different? I'm looking over Brian's shoulder right now at a text message. They asked, what is the max watts solar panel input on the Walrus G3? 6,000, right?
6,000 watts.
You guys have no idea how much knowledge and information I have in my brain. It's crazy.
Oh my god. It's not that funny.
What's up?
That
The
was
video
so
still
dramatic.
the photo being opened up and everybody working on it.
Yeah,
Can
yeah.
you send that video to me?
Sure.
On an unlisted link?
No worries, I'll send that to you.
Appreciate it.
I think I'm pretty funny. I think I'm pretty funny and pretty smart. Randy says, in July and August, I use 160 kilowatt hours a day. Gosh. You guys need to chill out. Do you have an EV charger, Randy? Do you have a pool heater?
Randy's got some off-grid stuff going on, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, no, the 5 AC units in Texas.
I've reached out to the dealer, but he can't get any info to me either. He told me he was told 4 to 5 days to ship after placing the order. We ordered 10 days ago. Okay. I was just down in our warehouse filming earlier today, and I saw all the Walruses loaded up, ready to ship. So if it hasn't shipped out yet, it should be. And I don't... Whoever told you that probably shouldn't have, because if you ordered 10 days ago, at that time, I know that I knew that we were going to have like a week or two delay between order and shipping. So somebody's going to get it. What was I saying? 5 AC units in Texas. Yeah, that'll do it. That'll run it up. NY is in San Francisco, California. Very cool. We're neighbors. We're here in LA. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah, Brim needed a video.
Shoot that!
Oh, you want some?
Think I fear spice?
Oh, it's just plain coffee.
Oh, wait, what?
Oh, you meant this?
Yeah!
Oh, it's
What the heck?
We're eating another Reaper. I'm not doing it today. I'm not in the mood.
Aren't they good though? Like they have a nice taste.
Leave me out of it.
If you guys want to watch me eat a Carolina Reaper cheese ball, go to the last live stream because I ate 4 of them.
You're so brave.
I'm brave and funny and smart. Nadine said I'm not that funny, but it still implies that I am at least a little funny.
I'm sorry, Andy just acted very dramatic.
Well, like you said that no one would believe the amount of stuff he has in his brain.
Literally dropped everything in their hands.
Well, they weren't laughing at my joke, they were laughing at me thinking that I have any valuable information in my head. They were laughing at the concept.
I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be mean. This is fun. I just wasn't expecting you to say it.
Okay, let me send this link to Brimothy.
What is it? Is it hot still?
I like the Jurassic Park logo.
It's cool, huh?
It's funny. I think, well, they don't need to know what I think. They don't pay me for my opinion.
It's true.
Oh, this is better than that.
It's true.
But I'm gonna give it anyway. They need to show the silhouette a little clearer. It's cutting off the bottom, so it just looks like a rectangle. They're kind of losing the lens shape. You see what I mean?
So, like, move it up?
Yeah, like they're losing like the shape a bit. It could read as a lens a little bit clearer at first glance. But what do I know? I'm just a creative director.
Like Nick says, it sucks.
The only one who likes me over there is Dan.
And even then, no, I'm just kidding.
Tell that to the hot dog memes I get in the middle of the night.
Hot dog memes do not equivocate people liking you, by the way.
What?
Hot dog memes do not equal we're friends.
Wow.
You know the symbol, the mathematical symbol for
You guys
does
just want
not
to tear me
equal,
down
right?
today.
For does not equal? Andy, do you know the sign for does not equal?
Yeah.
Andy knows.
Well, I know too. Like I said, I have a lot of information in my brain.
All right.
Not accurate information.
Doesn't have to be accurate.
It's not accurate.
Information is information. You know what I'm saying?
Manny says, tell us about Rooster Bear. Okay, so Manny wants to know about his competition.
Well, dang.
Rooster Bear.
He's studying on the side.
Rooster Bear is...
Tell him as you eat this Scoville thing again.
I'm good on that, man.
Come on.
You're going to have another one?
Yeah. How many? Wait, is this a new bag, or is this the same bag?
Same bag.
Oh, okay, so you're not eating them that fast.
I'm eating about like 8 a day on average.
That still seems like a lot, but okay. All right, you can tell him about Rooster Bear.
Okay, Rooster Bear is probably our biggest fan. At least we were getting daily interactions with him for a while. Every single live stream, Rooster Bear was in the chat. Every single video we post on TikTok, Rooster Bear is there. Across all social media. He followed our personal pages, like our non-work pages. He's a real one, you know?
I think you like this, Andy.
So yeah, haven't heard from Rooster Bear in a little bit though. I know we saw him a few streams ago, but I believe he has some sort of health condition. I'm not sure. I saw that he uses some medical devices in a couple of his profile pictures.
Oh, man, I
So
didn't think this
Rooster
was
Bear,
out.
I hope you're doing okay.
I feel like I remember it being easier.
I didn't want to do it again, dude.
I don't remember it like I thought it was easier.
No, it sucks. It's the hottest pepper in the hottest naturally occurring pepper in the world.
Right before the stream last time.
I don't remember.
Oh yeah, Brian was eating like lunch the whole time, like while we were doing it.
Probably
Yeah.
there's a film or an insulation under it, which stuff like capsaicin's oil based.
No
I don't know what that
wonder.
means. I don't know anything you just said.
I felt like I was like doing all the suffering while Brian was just sitting there chill eating his
I feel
Caesar
like
salad.
I'm like mad.
Wait, you really don't like this?
I remember it being a lot easier.
It's seriously.
Now you know why I was having my big reactions the whole time.
You want another?
You had tongue armor on last time.
Tongue armors. Slow down. Alright, chat's dying out.
All right, chat. Give us your last questions. Brian is suffering right now. Let me pull that. I think I got the Scoville thing still up. There it is.
Hot. It's way hotter than last time.
Well, you know what? This feels good for me because I felt like I was kind of embarrassed by how much I was reacting compared to you. So I'm glad to know that you do in fact have feelings.
Ooh.
You have the grind?
No.
Dude, it sucks, right?
Yeah, it's really bad.
How did you not have this reaction last
I don't remember. I just remember being like, it's just
You just
easy.
blacked out.
I just tuned it out and just thought about all my childhood pain.
All right, so guys, this is the Scoville chart. See your pepper types plus how hot they are in Scoville heat units. All the way up at the top, you have your Carolina Reaper between 1.4 and 2.2 million Scovilles. The bag of Carolina Reaper cheese balls that Brian has just eaten out of is right at the top of that 2.2 million. We ate 4 of them on stream last time. I suffered about as much as he is right now, but I think that because he was eating an oil-based salad at the time that he didn't get the full effect last time, so now he's living it.
Yeah.
Dude, because you were so nonchalant last time.
It was easy. I remember being like, it's not that crazy.
You're like, why isn't? Were you judging me? You're
No, I mean, I figured it
You're
was
just like,
hot.
yeah, no, white people can't handle
No,
spice.
no, like, I mean, it was hot the first time, but I just remember being like, this time just feels like it's hot.
It's the real deal.
It was hot last time too. Don't get me wrong. But I was eating those little like peanuts. I don't know what I was eating.
You had like a salad or something, like you were eating out of a bowl.
Was it the edamame little pop rocks? What was that?
Oh yeah, you had those. I finished those the other day. Sorry. I'll Venmo you.
Don't Venmo me. Venmo the source. I'm just saying, like I needed those.
Are you still like burning?
All right, give me another one then, Andy. Jeez, if you want to just go.
If you want to take it there, we can take it there.
Give me one more. This is not that crazy.
If you want to take it there, I'll take it further.
You want to take it somewhere? Take it somewhere else.
Manny wants a spec sheet for the solar panels. Do we have a spec sheet on the solar
I
panels?
think we do. But we're not going to do that. We're going to give him the spec sheet of the
Manny-
Carolina Reaper cheese balls.
Oh,
You can find it. I'll find it for you now. I'll find you the panels, Manny. I'll find it.
are you eating? You're eating second one?
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
What am I going to do? Just let Andy win? No way.
What do you mean you win?
We
I
only have
mean that I mean that.
I'm not
20 minutes left in the workday.
You're
and we're
competing.
eating Carolina balls again.
You're indirectly competing with me.
No.
And I'm directly competing with you.
Oh. Wait, what's the competition?
That these cheese balls aren't as hot as you think they might be.
As you think.
I'm getting the
Spicy.
specs.
I just like the spice.
No, they're not spicy. They're hot. You know, like there's a difference.
Hot implies
Yeah,
urgency
I think
to temperature, and
Yeah.
spicy is in reference to the swivel.
Right.
Pulling
But
up that spec
spicy.
sheet for you now, Manny.
Spicy is like when you eat something spicy. It's like, damn, that's spicy. But then you eat something and it's hot. Usually, you know what I'm
That's
saying.
like the sting of it.
Click
Yeah.
that link right there, Manny. That's your spec sheet on the solar panels.
Like when you put your mom's like chile de árbol, no,
Oh, yeah,
chile rojo de árbol.
Yeah,
When you put that in the birria, it's like that's hot.
yeah.
It's not spicy. It's hot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But spicy is like when your mom makes like salsa verde,
Yeah.
and it's like got like seeds in it.
Yeah, it's
You know what I'm
spicy
saying?
like that. But the other one is like,
It's hot. All right, spec sheet there.
hey, that's hot.
That's hot. My mom never made salsa verde.
Just so bummed.
We'll hook you up.
Oh man. So you've been spicy, but you've never been spicy in Spanish.
No.
Do you want to tell them about our conversation earlier
Which one?
about you doing stuff in Spanish?
Oh yeah. You know, I do all kinds of things in Spanish. You guys have.
Oh, that it came back. Shit. Okay. Yeah, dude, Andy, this is nothing, dude.
I didn't. I'm not. I'm just. I like them, so I was just offering. That's all.
Well, I don't like them, and I'm not offering.
I'm not like trying to compete. I just. They're just
Feels like you are. You're it's like what do you call that? It's like reverse psychology.
really.
Yeah, you're like I don't even care, which I'm like, I think you do.
No, it's spicy.
Nah, Andy. As long as I have known Andy,
Competitive.
not just
No.
they really
So you're
really
telling me
like
that he's
spicy
not a
food.
competitive night fighter, night sword fighting?
Brian,
Well-
in high school, I got a parent-teacher conference one time because the teacher was concerned about how not competitive I was and how much.
So you're telling me you were the #1 best
They said
at
I
not
wasn't-
competing,
they
that
said
your
I was-
parents had to come to the school and they had to reward you indirectly.
Not a reward. God.
Nobody else got this at the school, which makes me think you're the best.
No.
Which makes me think you're competitive.
No. They
Big
just
Al
said
says
I
muy
wasn't-
caliente.
I didn't.
It is.
care enough, like I wasn't applying.
How could you be so uncompetitive that they're like, this dude's the best at it?
Anybody out in the chat like eating like the really hot stuff? This is Carolina Reaper, 2.2 million
Like you wouldn't play
Scovilles.
baseball or what? Like what?
Yeah, I didn't
We both
care,
ate
and,
4
like,
of them on
I
last
didn't-
live stream.
Like I didn't care about working my way up. I was just existing.
Well, I don't
Just
think.
having fun.
Let me tell you something. I don't think that it matters. I think you're great.
Well, thanks.
I'm gonna crush up one of these cheese balls and snort them.
Hey, this is a family show.
You're right.
I don't want to do this anymore. All right, 2 for 2.
We did 4 last time.
That was easy, huh? Yeah, this is like probably like easy like the worst thing ever.
Is it the spiciest thing you've ever had?
No, it's like hot.
Yeah, the hottest thing you've ever had.
The spiciest thing I've ever had was pure concentrated capsaicin.
Which one's the other one that usually they used to say was a hot one? Was it ghost pepper?
Ghost pepper is the other one.
Oh,
There's
yeah,
also Trinidad
that's
Scorpion.
not the hottest. That's the second. The person who created the Reaper has made a new pepper called Pepper X.
So this is like genetically modified to be hotter?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what people are doing?
Bred to be, but yeah. And
Okay.
same with the Pepper X. It's a different pepper that's spicier. Sounds so pretentious, but yeah, it's pretty good.
Randy says EV chargers and a stay-at-home wife. Thermostat set to 72 degrees during the day and 63 degrees at night.
That's how Randy explains his electric usage, huh?
That's why that's
EV
where
chargers
that
and a
100
stay-at-home wife.
That's where that 160 kilowatt hours a day comes from. What is she doing?
Yeah. Can we make it like
She's using a lot of power.
Can we make like a picture of a main electrical panel, and then you know how they're labeled?
Yeah.
And then can we put one of those labels that?
It's like one EV charger, second EV charger,
Stay-at-home wife, and then
Yeah.
like, you know, AC.
It's good. I mean, I have the technical skills to make such a Photoshop.
Let's
do it.
Let's do it. Let's do that. All right, so this is hot.
Shout out to all the stay-at-home
I
wives.
was about to, but now I'm not as down as I
Thinking
was
of
last
you.
time. What was going on last time that I was just not? I was just laser focused.
I don't know. You were thinking about flying a plane.
Yeah.
There it is. 10 minutes left in the workday, and this guy's eating a
You give me
second
some water?
Carolina Reaper.
Yeah, cup or-
All right, let's go.
Yeah, you don't want to drink that Topo Chico. That'll
Oh yeah, that's
the sparkles.
a cardinal sin.
Yeah.
Thanks, dude. Hey, but I'm not afraid to lick the cheese. Dude, it's nothing, bro.
I'm not competing with you at all.
And it gets over
I
100
was just
degrees in the
offering because I
summer.
like to share the things I enjoy with people. You
Yeah, that's true.
know? So
2 for 2, not that bad. I think that's what it is. You just gotta keep eating more.
Well, I mean, once you're at the peak, you know, it's like
Ryan, I would advise to not have more than 8 in a day because, well, I have an ulcer from too much spiciness. I eat that level of pepper every day. And if
You
you have
chill
too
out.
much, it'll like feel like you got stabbed in the gut.
Thanks. Yeah, no, I'm good off that. There's no more of these.
I just saw another one of our texts come in. Does that mean we're going to be getting another influx of viewers here?
Maybe.
You trying to stay late and
Yeah,
cater
I'll
to
be
them if we get another?
Yeah.
Like you trying to stay late and get catering?
Hey, now we're talking.
No, yeah.
I'll stay late for some catering. He's gonna go cry in the bathroom. Can't deal with the spice anymore.
Yeah.
You know, it feels good to see that he actually does feel it, because I was wondering last time. I was like, man, am I just being a bitch?
Yeah, you're in your head like, oh, I can't be the only one going through this.
Are you okay, Brian? You need like ice or
Nah, I'm good.
Big Al says, I got to bug out before I go. Just wanted to say thanks one more time for the information you provided. Best of luck to you folks. Thanks, Al. Hope that it works out for you, whether you get a walrus for your boat or anything else. Hope that it works for you. And have a nice night.
They just offer
You remember we had the ice cream last time?
They would ask me too.
Yeah.
They come back with milkshakes.
Great, stop and see.
I was saying
Great.
earlier, I was
It was raining. Yeah. I
Today?
Yeah, I went downstairs earlier to take some photos when I stepped off the live, and it was raining. They had the door open. It smelled great. Been a while since I smelled rain.
downstairs.
It's nice, especially with how hot it's been the last few days.
That sounds good.
You guys like the hot weather, or do you enjoy it more when it's like cooler?
I like the cooler weather.
Same.
Well, actually, Nick, can you check
Cooler weather.
Can I what?
the direct message?
No. Just kidding. Yes, I can. We had a good amount of viewers on this stream.
You want chips? Nick, since you're ready, you want chips too?
Sure, thanks.
Right, do you want any more?
No, I'm okay.
So how many was that? How many can you handle?
Like 12. No worries, bro.
There's a challenge on the bag that's like to eat 6 of them, 1 per minute, without having any water or anything. That's the challenge they want you to do.
No.
No.
This is a lot. This might be the most during
during while we're
stream.
doing it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes it goes up more after the fact. I see they're still rolling in. You might want to keep it going for a little bit after I head out.
Yeah, just leave. Leave like everybody else does.
Damn. While you're like burning to death.
Yeah. You don't care.
I care.
You don't care. You're making it seem like you care, but you don't.
You finally caught on to me.
Now I'm way down the outdoor shower rabbit hole, dude.
Man.
Do you wanna
What's that one?
this here?
Yeah. No. This one.
Okay, so these are like the ones that they use like at the concerts and stuff.
Oh,
But look, there's
that's
showers
cool.
inside.
Yeah, I got a friend. She's
You have a drone, right?
Yeah.
Do you wanna come over my place maybe this weekend and do some shooting?
Can arrange that.
I
Yeah.
want to show you some stuff that we got going on.
For sure. I'm interested.
I have an idea.
What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I got a friend. She's a security guard for like concerts and stuff. She's had to use those at like the festivals.
Look at this. Look at this.
Damn.
Hold up. They need a better outdoor picture, but it
The
seems
inside
very
looks good.
expensive, but
If anybody's just joining the chat, we've been streaming to you for a while. Brian's suffering. He ate a Carolina Reaper cheese ball. We're here to answer all your questions. We've been answering a lot already, but if you're just joining, you have any questions about BatteryEVO, how to go off grid, our products, anything like that, let us know. We'll help you out. Andy's giggling in the corner.
you know. How many giggles for a gaggle?
Oh,
Dude, it's so freaking hot. And then I got this like this juice thing here. I'm gonna toss it to you. The Costco lady convinced me to buy that.
oh, Zip is?
You have it?
No, I was talking to Nadine about it and I saw her with it. It's like an electrolyte probiotic type thing.
Yeah. So we ate that. Oh, when the Costco lady convinced me. She put it in a
Is
water
it
bottle.
burning you right now? Is that what
So,
you're
so yeah, and then it was not a good.
It made it
It
worse.
re-sparked everything.
Ugh.
You want to, here you go.
Nothing too, Chris. It's just chips.
Don't worry.
Thanks, Nadine.
I'll let the fireman have
Thank you.
Meet the Carolina Reaper eating hero.
It's like a,
Michael says, just buy a cheap propane water heater and a 12-volt pump. You can have hot water anywhere. And he's talking to you because you were talking about showers, outdoor showers. Michael Barnes, have we talked to you today already? Did you have any questions, BatteryEVO? It's a good suggestion, though. Brian's been, oh yeah, I see Brian talked to you when I was out earlier. Yeah, Brian's going down the outdoor shower rabbit hole right now. It's exciting over here. I gotta know what this giggle party is over there, but you know, maybe it's best that I don't know.
These have the best like photos of random shit. I never know what.
Knowing them, they're probably making fun of me.
No.
That's what it is, like 8 times out of 10.
No, stop.
That is true. That's true. Not these times.
Michael says, yes, I'm on the other phone now. Cool.
On this one?
Yeah. Yep. You've reached the Spicy Battery Hotline featuring the Battery Boys. What can we do for you? Seriously though, questions. I need questions. Otherwise, we seriously might wind down. But we've had a lot of people come in.
Yeah, I really came in.
If you've been watching for a while, if you've stuck on this video with us all afternoon, thank you. Drop us a like if you found this stream to be helpful or informational, or even slightly entertaining. As entertaining as a live stream about home battery backup systems could be, drop us a like. If you're really into the solar niche and into the solar energy industry, be sure to subscribe. We post and stream all the time. Michael says, just rented a room for the month or longer. Where are you staying? Where are you renting? In between places right now, it sounds like. Did the chips help?
Yeah. Just rented a room for the month. Okay.
Where do you have them? Let them go.
Streams have been good lately. I think we're going to have to keep doing them. Our next stream, to anybody who wants to know, it's never guaranteed because Brian and I aren't just full-time live streamers. We both have roles at this company that demand a lot. So I can never guarantee that it's going to be on a certain day, but most likely it'll be Friday. I did the renting out to a new woman at my house.
The wording of that's a little funny.
So you need the power to... Okay, cool.
Alright, look at this. Look at this. What I found on Marketplace. 2.995 3-bed 3-bath in Glendale, California.
How many batteries do I gotta sell before I can buy that?
A lot. You can get there though. But look at this. This is badass.
Dang. One day.
Tomorrow. I don't believe in waiting.
I'm gonna be rich one day. I can feel it coming.
You can feel it?
Mm-hmm. It's on the horizon.
Good.
Michael says, "Are you addicted to the spicy cheese balls now?" I know I'm not. I'm averse to them.
It's like every time it like cools off, like you kind of feel like you can go at it again.
That's how it was.
That's the
Yeah.
endorphins.
Right?
That's how it was when I was eating them on stream. Like that's why we ended up eating 4. I only wanted to eat 1, but then it's like it cooled down. I was like,
I got this.
I can do this again.
Yeah, that was easy.
Mm-hmm.
I fear nothing.
For the record, I'm not eating the spicy balls right now.
Just do it. You know your whole life went into turmoil when you listen to those words.
I regretted it the second I said it. Or that I regret things immediately after I say them like multiple times a day. If not 50% of what I say. Believe it or not, there is a window AC in the doghouse.
What?
That is a spoiled puppy. I love that.
That is yeah, that's cool though.
My dog is so spoiled. Andy can attest to that. Andy, would you describe Daisy as spoiled?
I think I would describe her as very
Well, she is, yeah.
Yes. Heck yeah.
Oh yeah, Nadine, is your cat still doing okay?
Yeah, he's better.
Nice. I'm glad.
All right.
All right, it might be time for me to step out. Let me. It looks like you
Leaving?
still got a steady stream of people coming in.
Yeah, I'll be-
so
I'll be chilling here.
I'd say hang around. You might get somebody in who wants to talk shop. But it is
All right,
my
goodbye.
time.
While Nick is gone, and only while Nick is gone, you can get the best deals.
Meet the leaving hero. You ready, Andy?
Sure. Wait, look at this stuff.
Oh yeah, edamame beans. This is the thing that helped us last time. Edamame beans. All right, so Nick is gonna head out. I will stay here. We can keep talking about batteries. If anybody needs a good deal, remember to text the number on the screen. The 747 number, and we can get you good deals there. Oh, this is spicy too.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, the buffalo.
Oh no.
I'll put it salty and sweet.
No, it's okay. Thank you.
You sorry?
I just want
I didn't realize we were spicy too. Thank you.
good luck on your stream. I'm sorry you can't handle more of those.
Whoa, that's passive aggressive.
That's passive income.
Hey, new one. There you go.
Oh, I had forgotten about it. Now we know though.
No.
It's like,
All right, so people are still joining the stream. You know what? I realized Nick never showed me how to change the background on this. Because I think when people jump in, it doesn't make sense what we're talking about. It's just like hearts. So if you're joining this stream, this is the BatteryEVO stream. You can ask about lithium battery packs. You can ask about going off grid. You can ask about RVs. You can ask about anything. I don't really care. But the point is that we have lithium batteries with the best price per kilowatt hour in the market. So if you have a high electric bill, or if you've been wanting to go off grid, or if you need to upgrade your existing solar system, this is the chat to do so. And if you're ready to make a purchase, you can text the number on the screen and you can get a better deal than anything that's on our website while the YouTube live is on.
I think also
Once I cut out this stream, you cannot get that deal anymore.
they're gonna be here.
You could potentially wait for the next live, but that's only if we end up doing one. Believe it or not, there's a window. Oh wait, yeah, we already got this chat.
There's a windmill.
There's a window?
Anyone?
Does anybody in the chat use Facebook Marketplace? It's my new favorite place to shop. I found a desert rose pink toilet that's working in North Hollywood for $500.
Flip it.
Flip it, bro.
Okay, yeah. It was on auto, so it's probably just like.
Ask questions in the chat if you want to get a battery pack. If not, then... Oh, I think I do know how to change this. Let me see. I don't want to mess this up, but... Can it just be anything? Oh. Oh, I see. Can you charge the G3 via the grid as well as solar? Southern Ohio Solar Homestead. Southern Ohio. Do you have a business? Is this for a business? You can charge the G3 with grid, with or without solar. So if you want to use your grid to charge your G3, you're going to install a NEMA port. You're going to install a NEMA port to your main electrical panel. From there, you'll plug in the 50 amp AC cable directly to the G3, and you'll be able to get the grid power to go into the G3. And then you can create a buffer. You then wire up the G3 to a sub panel, so you basically don't run the energy through the main electrical panel. So you can run it through the sub panel, so you're technically running off grid. And based off of this, you'll be able to create a buffer. So if the power cuts out on your main electrical panel, you'll still have power from the battery pack going into your home through the sub panel. Or if you want to go off grid for a couple hours a day, you can shut off your main electrical panel and then run off of the battery pack alone. That way you can reduce your electric bills. Southern Ohio, what do you want to use the G3 for? Kind of sounds like you're a business. Solar Homestead, it sounds like you're a business. If you're a business, we have business incentives. Anybody who's a business, we have incentives for you. That's why I'm asking. If anybody's just joining the chat, you can ask questions about our battery packs from BatteryEVO.com. If you need links to anything, let me know and I'll send them to you. I'm going to put the link to the website in the chat, so you guys can jump over there if you want to. Boom. So we're talking about BatteryEVO products. There it goes. Ask a question in the chat, or I'm just gonna cut out the whole live feed. But I'm leaving the live feed. I'm leaving the live feed for people who still want to get a good deal. You just gotta text the number on the screen. So if you're visiting our website, oh, you know what? I just realized I took off the chat. I don't even know how to use this. Huh. I don't know what I did. I messed up this whole thing. Maybe it's not wise to play with this like this. Alright, so we got more chats. I have an Emporia EV SE set up to charge my EV via excess solar. When my EV is not in the garage, I would like to dump my excess solar into a battery via the Emporia EV SE J1772. And he plans to add a J1772 port for input. What is this J1772? Let me look it up. I don't know what that is. I'm gonna look up what this is. Based on my results, I can tell you what I think. Oh, I see. Okay, so it's a charger. Okay, so if you guys want to use chargers for your EV chargers with your G3 units, you want to wire up the EV charger to a sub panel, and then you'll let the sub panel take the energy out of the G3. And then that's how you're going to be able to power the EV charger off the grid. You'll be able to use the battery pack's energy to power the EV charger via the sub panel. So you don't want to do a direct connection to the G3 this way. You want to use it on a sub panel because the breaker, you have a safety breaker on the sub panel. You just want the energy to flow between the battery pack and the EV charger. So technically, what you can do, what we have done over here is you could add the charging gun on the AC output of the G3 and plug it directly into the EV car. But because the G3 is not a supercharger, it's not going to charge as fast as using your level 2 EV charger. So it's better off to use your level EV2 charger, wire it to a sub panel, and then wire the G3 to that sub panel so that you can use the battery pack's power. Joseph was asking that question. And then Southern Ohio comes back to say, to lower the electricity costs, can we use a transfer switch within the G3 and the main panel? It's not recommended to do it this way. You can have a transfer switch if the power cuts out. The G3 has a main, has a built-in UPS, but you want to use a sub panel. You want to rewire, or not rewire, but you want to move the breakers over to a sub panel. You do not want these two communicating to each other. You do not want the sub panel communicating with the main electrical panel. And if you use a transfer switch on the main electrical panel, you risk creating a loop in energy, and it could pop. The inverter could pop, or your main electrical panel could pop. Now, some of the really savvy electricians can do it with the transfer switch, but we always just recommend to use a sub panel. It's much safer. You're rerouting the energy away from the grid, and you're rerouting the energy away from the meter, which is how you're going to be able to create that buffer. So technically you could, Southern Ohio, but we don't recommend to do it this way. As the sellers of this product, we do not recommend to do it. You promised a video about the Hawk 2. Where is it? Helton, I did not make a promise about a video. That was probably Nick. It should be somewhere on YouTube. It's just go to YouTube, type it in, BatteryEVO Hawk 2. It should be there. And then he says, Southern Ohio says, and yes, my channel is like a business. Well, if you're running like a channel, if you want, we can get you some incentives on some of these products, and then potentially put you on some kind of affiliate program if you want to make videos about our product. And then Manny earlier in the chat showed us his video earlier in this live. So Southern, maybe there's more opportunity here where you can get a good product, a good price, and then maybe work with us to maybe promote the product on your end. I would assume you probably have a lot of solar guys on your channel, and you're probably pretty savvy in DIY. Joseph, Manny answered the question. I use Electron NEMA socket splitter for that. Thank you, Manny, for saying that. John Keel, ordered my G3 April 17, payment cleared April 21. I think what's going on, John, is that the units came in and they got to test them all. So what's happening is that they were all on back order. As anybody who bought in the past, you guys know you guys got a good deal because it was on back order pricing. So the units have to come here to our facility, and then we have to then put the battery packs inside, and then we have to test all the battery packs and make sure they're tested before they get sent out to you. So these aren't just, they're not like toys that you can just put in boxes and ship. Everything needs to be fully tested before they send them out. So if you guys got them on back ordered, might be taking a little longer, but the units are being put together downstairs in our facility and being fully tested before being shipped out. And you guys are all going first. So you guys should be getting your units. You guys can call the number on the screen. There's a number, not the number on the screen, call the number on our website. If you call that number, somebody will get you guys some information. If they don't have any more information, it's probably because they don't have any tracking numbers. But all the units are being put together and being shipped out in order of when they were purchased. We sold a ton of these in back order, John, but you can always call the number on the website and they'll get you some information on it. The other way, I want to charge your battery via an EVSE. Oh, okay, so you want to use the EV charger to charge the battery. I guess you could, but there's no port to do it. So you're right, Joseph. There's no port, and I don't think that we're gonna do that. It doesn't seem like a crazy idea. But short answer is no, Joseph. I guess you technically cannot just because the port's not there. But I wonder if maybe you could take the EVSE charger gun and then maybe put like a what would you call it? Like a converter, like a conversion plug that connects to the AC inputs on the G3, and then technically you could, but short answer is no. But if somebody out there who's DIY savvy could figure that out, that'd probably help somewhere. Manny also has Emporia EVSE, Southern Ohio. I've been talking and texting people the last couple days on this unit. Okay, cool. Well, I make sure you text this number on the screen, the 747 number. The 747-282-0538 number is how you can get the best deal, and then that one goes directly to us. So if you want to do some kind of marketing material with us, we can arrange that there. I see with the Emporia hardwire. Okay, thank you. Hardwired. Setup won't work for you. Sorry. But I want to charge G3 with my Emporia excess solar, not charge my EV from the battery. Yeah, Joseph, I understand. But I don't get what you mean by the excess solar. Like, is the excess solar... If you use one of our units, you would go excess solar directly to the battery pack. I don't think the excess solar would go to the EVSE and then to the battery pack. You would just charge the battery pack, and then when you need to use your EVSE, you would. I don't think that you need to technically go the other way around. Unless you have a specific scenario you're trying to do here. Spoke to Maria tonight, still being told no info, hopefully next week. John Keel, just hang tight, they'll probably do something. Customer support team is working on a lot of inquiries for those back orders, and the fulfillment team is trying to get them all out. I don't have any info on it, so I don't really know. But yeah, you can go on our website. We have a live chat there. If you go on that live chat and ask for updates, they'll probably get you some kind of updates. Other than that, if anybody has any questions about batteries, you can ask in the chat, or I'll cut the live. We probably cut the live stream out pretty soon. Nick already left, so if anybody wants a deal on a battery pack, let us know before the live stream cuts out. Otherwise, no more live stream deal. But the chat did pick up, which is kind of cool. Joseph, tell me a little bit more about this EVSE setup you're trying to do. This is the first time I've heard of this. That's why I'm not fully sure. But to me, it seems like you're kind of trying to do it backwards, where you get the excess solar and you want to dump it into a battery pack afterwards. But if you installed the battery pack, the solar would the battery pack would collect the solar for you. I don't think you need to use the EVSE to charge the battery pack. And if you're trying to get, I would think you want to get like a G3, G4. Because the battery pack that you're looking into is only 5 kWh, is not enough. That's not enough battery capacity. You want to have at least 20. Especially for a home. But Joseph, why do you want to have it this way? Why do you want the G3, G4 to have this input, the J1772 input? I don't think you need to do it this way. You just connect you can connect the G3, G4 to your main electrical panel where the energy is being collected from the solar. So then that'll collect all your excess solar. You don't need to like use your EV charge gun to charge the, and plus the G3 doesn't have the G3 doesn't have that input. That's what I was thinking too. You could use the cable and then make like some kind of like get some kind of adapter and then plug it into the AC input, but it still just kind of seems like it's like reverse. Let this go on for a little bit more. Seems like the viewers are kind of dying down. And if that's the case, I'll cut out the live chat. But if anybody has any more questions, I will answer them or try my best to. Otherwise, we can go home. We can go home. We can chill out. What does everybody do when they get home from work? What is your go-to activity when you get home from work? Let's see. You guys can tell me your go-to activity, and then I will tell you guys my go-to activity. If you guys care at all. I feel like the show feels more natural when I'm eating stuff. Okay. 'Getting quotes for off-grid or non... getting quotes for off-grid or non-export solar install, as my solar grid tied and goes away during blackouts. Getting quotes for off-grid or non-export solar... $64 405 watt panels? That's a lot. Let me see. 405 watts times 64. 25,000. Well, I guess it's not that much. 25 kilowatts. Pretty high. Alright, chat's basically dead. I might kill this live stream I messed up Nick's live stream background setup. I don't know what I did, but I messed it all up. Getting quotes off grid, next solar install. Does the J1772 have special electronics to hand shake the No worries, Manny. We're just gonna see how far this can go. Dinner time, bye. Goodbye, Manny. Alright, if anybody's still in this chat, you guys can ask a question, or in about 15 seconds I'm going to cut this whole thing out. If anybody needs a lithium battery pack, make sure to text the number on the screen, the 747-282-0538 number, if you need a battery. If you don't need a battery, you can just ask your question in the chat feed, and then we will try to answer your question. Otherwise, we're just going to cut the stream. And I think we're done for today. I mean, we had a lot of viewers. If you need to look this back and get some questions answered for yourself, you can look at the live chat feed, the messages, and then go back in the video. We answered a lot of questions about going off grid, about using the grid, all that stuff. So that's that.